I made a lot of dip.
We alive, motherfuckers. Woo! It only took 84 years to get set up.
Tech issues happen to aerobatic.
They happen to me the most. Who is Bruno and why is he in this game?
Oh.
Oh, my CPU. Oh, my CPU is starting to go up now. Nope, it's hovering at like 30%. Nice. Okay. I think I got everything ready. And only 19 minutes past 8 o'clock. So are we ready to just get this shit show rolling, guys?
Yep.
Okay. Hello, anyone who is here. Right now, there's nobody here, but for eventually anybody who watches this, hello, everybody. Welcome to Kingdom Chronicles. My name is Turned to Page 394. Here with Evan Chief, Alpha Hannah 5311, Bridgie Lee, Aki Obsession, Bard of the Midwest, Bryce Sosseles, Brian T, and Icarus of Might. This is for our 52nd session of GKC. And holy shit, we've been yep, okay, Twitch notification on my own phone. Thank you. Quick roll through of announcements. No updates from my shop. I'll be uploading VODs on my YouTube this weekend. That's it on my end. When Kitsune pops in, which will hopefully be soon, he'll throw up the link tree for all of our shops, our social medias, our YouTubes, the Black Lives Matter card, all of that jazz. That's it on me. If anybody has any announcements they want to make or any of their shop updates, go ahead and throw it out there.
Real quick, if you haven't already, keep an eye on the GKC Spotify account. As other campaigns, we have players who are currently adding new character playlists.
Yeah, Hannah and I totally haven't been just blowing up the Star Wars playlist.
Yes.
Which, a quick schedule rundown of games that we play. Every Friday is GKC. Every Sunday is Lost Minds of Phandelver. Rotating on Mondays is Humblewood, Heroes of Humble Origin, and Secrets of Pandora. Next week, we are back with Secrets of Pandora, so make sure you tune in that night. Sarah now streams Humblewood on her own Twitch account, so follow her at Aki Obsession to keep up to date with the Heroes of Humblewood. She'll be uploading VODs to your own YouTube as well. Okay. And Secrets of Pandora gets uploaded to my YouTube. Every Wednesday is Outer Rim Misfits, which is run by JM Kitsune, so tune in on twitch.tv/JM Kitsune or my own Twitch to watch that every week. We have been struggling with some DMCA issues, so every now and then I'll probably have his stream VOD uploaded on mine, because his audio does not get muted when mine does. Every Thursday is Tales of Yggdrasil, which is hosted by MN Chief, so make sure you follow him at twitch.tv/MNChief_ to watch that live every Thursday. I think that's all the games. One more from Brian.
Saturday, I'm going to be bringing back Septum Ortum, which was kind of a sporadic stream, but maybe we'll continue from a new start. Also, if you haven't had a chance to check out, Bridget's Etsy shop has these fabulous skulls with dice inside that you can actively roll. They're so fucking cool. I'm one of the first people to get them. They are worth every penny, and I definitely recommend you buy them before they sell out, because there's only like 7 left. 6, 5, 4, 3.
What?
You're still muted.
There's 9.
9? Okay, so there are 9 of these puppies, and this is the preliminary release. They're fucking fantastic. They have Swarovski crystal eyes. I'm so excited to have this like in game and like on my shelf staring at me. encouraging me to get into my D&D vibes. So
Mhm.
super excited. Check out, what is your Etsy shop?
It's Bridgie Lee Resin.
Yes, so fabulous. Also check out all the other shops. We have so many great creators here. Aki Obsession, for example, has an amazing Society 6 page. And we have other creative talents as well. Just check them out. And remain safe. We're almost, to a point where at least half the country is vaccinated.
Yeah.
So keep wearing masks, keeping apart from each other. We're gonna get through this.
Yeah.
And we're gonna play D&D forever.
Yeah.
That's it.
Funny enough, I had a memory pop up today on Facebook. It's been exactly 1 year since lockdown started in Kansas. 1 year ago today, I was heading to NakaCon and it got canceled. So, yeah, around this time, if you're feeling a bit down, don't worry, it's completely normal. We're all just dealing with the trauma of this sudden lockdown and this pandemic, so be easy on yourself these coming weeks. It's been a long year, but luckily we're getting through it. The vaccines are out there. I'm actually getting my next shot next week, so I will be covered afterwards. Please ignore the conspiracies. Ignore everybody saying you shouldn't get a vaccine. Please go get vaccinated. And make sure that you don't do anything crazy the 2 weeks after you get vaccinated, because that's how long it takes for the vaccine to kick in. So, be smart, stay healthy, and get vaccinated if you can. Other than that, if there are no more announcements, Hannah? If anybody's wondering why we sped through announcements tonight, it's because my computer took forever to reboot.
Hi. Hi.
Sweet pea!
Sweet.
Holy
Sweet.
fucking shit, it's a dinosaur! Jesus Christ! What the fuck?
What the fuck? This Sweet Pea. And Sweet Pea has some very nice things to say. Go ahead, Sweet Pea.
Hi, I'm Sweet Pea. And I just want to let you know that you all are wonderful and fantastic. And you all deserve so much love. You deserve a big hug and a big kiss. You are important. You are smart. You are talented. You are worth it. You are valuable. And don't ever forget it. Remember, just like how an artist takes time to craft their art, you too are being crafted and in the process of becoming a wonderful masterpiece. So don't be mad at yourself because you are wonderful. I love you so much. Big kiss. Love you.
I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry.
I'm on the verge of tears right now. That was the most fucking adorable thing I've ever witnessed.
Thank you, Sweet Pea.
My heart is stone.
Ow!
You will not break me.
Sweet Pea will break you one day.
Oh my god!
Just
You
kidding.
went from ooh soft bean to dumb like that.
Chaotic switch, bitches.
It's the chair. The chair does it.
Well,
Alright. Is that it for announcements, everybody? Oh god, Kitsune clipped it. Of course he clipped it.
yes.
Alright, if that is it for announcements, without further ado, let us dive into tonight's episode of Kingdom Chronicles. I need to take a swig for this incoming bullshit.
Oh yeah. I was just testing a couple of quick things to make sure I could like change out between where
Icarus,
y'all
stop it
are.
with the red light. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
But we've got to set the mood.
Every time I think I get used to the taste, I'm not. Ugh. Only there are
So-
channel point rewards to control Icarus's light colors.
Oh,
Unfortunately, not through, because I'm physically not there. I know you can program lights with channel colors, with channel points. Kanoa Daddy figured it out.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it could potentially be a thing of like if
I
something
could
hit, you message me.
Yeah, I can probably work on an edit over
Yeah.
the weekend.
It-
You just
it
have
might-
to. You have to let me know what all colors you can do on your lights.
So this one might be a little fucky and take a little bit because that specific receiver, I don't know why,
Yeah.
decided to. These are all the colors that I get, right?
Okay.
All of these.
Yeah.
However, you can see it's a little confused. The least. Yes, no, I pressed the right button. And it's green. It's a little confused. Thankfully, some of the lights are correct. Like blue was right, but like the entire red and green column, like a good chunk of it switched, as well as like some of the others. Some are consistent, so it might just take me a moment to figure out which button to actually hit
Or
to
ma-
get the color that
or-
was picked.
Or maybe just have it be activate DM evil mode, and that's when you switch it to red.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, oh, I'm also wearing my DM shirt.
My God.
Anyway, so previously on Kingdom Chronicles. I really hope if and when I get to start T that my voice does drop that low because oh my god, that'd be great. Anyway.
That'll be both great, but also I'll be mildly terrified.
English page. What words are useful?
I've had like 5 word strokes this week. Y'all know me, my brain is too fast for my mouth.
Bringonium.
Brain go you. Blame it
They
on
go
the
"Yum," and mouth
ADHD.
go. "Mm."
Yeah, like you know the meme of like head empty, no thoughts. No. Head too full of thought. Head bringonium cannot make thought happen.
It's like I can't open my mouth too much, otherwise it's just been word vomit.
Okay, so anyway, sorry. Previously on Kingdom Chronicles, we started to see some of the bullshittery that happens about here. Some just real Jack Daniels nonsense. Anyway, I don't know. So we started with the temple group, which the lower temple group, I should say, the under the temple group, which is a good note for me, so I make sure to start with someone else. There was an illusion minotaur, and then there was a real spectator. And y'all smooshed the spectator and Darren took some of the eye stalks, which he now just has. Because why not? Oh god, I
know
need
what
like
it
a
is.
little,
I'm
like,
curious. I'm hoping to show it to someone to be like, "What is this?"
fair. I feel like at some point I need to get like a little cutout of a why not and just have it on a stick. So whenever something crazy happens, I can just hold it up. Why not? And then y'all regrouped and headed down the Minotaur route to, since it was illusional, since it was an illusion, it seemed feasible. The temple upper area, Drax and Flortma were looking into other distractions. Isla had done very well the session before to just basically do that thing that you're able to do if somebody it seems that they want to talk a lot, to just sort of give them minimal clue and they'll just run with it, especially someone in a position of authority. Just saying. We all know like that one like the manager or the principal that would take up like half of the school assembly. That yes. Anyway, so you guys were distracting him pretty well, and then Drax decided to use a beat of force on the big window and shattered it. And then Flortma caused some religious mental breakdowns as a result. So basically, Lathindra's displeased. Oh no!
When you reverse Jehovah's Witness the temple. Tell me I'm wrong!
Oh, if we're not gonna get flagged then, we're gonna get flagged now. My God.
So yeah, so we did that.
I'm not afraid to go to hell.
So Drax then saw Dante get a pretty bad headache from like the stress of everything. And they said that they needed to do like a group prayer repentance kind of thing. That y'all sort of didn't necessarily like join into, but you were just kind of like, all right, now how else are we gonna fuck shit up? While they were doing that. At the camp, the mayoral prospector is having a lot of emotions, and poor Devotion had to play impromptu therapist because, oh dear Lord, this poor man. And he did a pretty good job of getting him to calm down. Actually, like pulled a Flortma, made some tea, and very carefully kind of explained what was going on, and that that Devotion's group had a plan that they were going to enact, but they had to get him out first. And we kind of got like a little hint of who the prospector is as like an actual person and not just a calm arid puppet. So good stuff. This one had a lot of like much faster jumps as much as I was able to. So he was carefully explaining, and then we got like a cool thing of like, what do you need from me? So yeah. Back under the temple, you guys were moving through the tunnels and encountered my spectator. And defeated it, just smooshed it into the ground, and we're actually able to get to the doors that will lead on to the next level. Back in the upper temple, Dante was trying to get into the room where that room that y'all had gone.
The room where it happened.
The room where it happened.
Sorry, Dante was trying to get into the room where the tunnel pathway door is that y'all had gone through, that you all were trying to get him to not go in that room. So Drax and Florma convinced him to sit and wait for a little bit because he does still have, he has claimed like he has a headache and everything is a whole thing. And they were kind of trying to debate on how to keep him from going in that room. I remember that's kind of where we left off, because y'all have been like, no, wait, sit here. We have something we can give you for the headache. Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. And he is, for now, staying right there. So we'll see what happens. Back at the camp. Oh, sorry, what?
I was going to say, no, sit down that stair. Sit down. Back off, you spooky bitch.
Oh my god. Anyway. And then back at the camp again, Devotion and the mayoral prospector were discussing what he needs to do to help rebuild, to help with the town basically after the barrier goes away. Rebuild the community and the traditions, relocate anybody who wants to, make it actually feel like a home and not just a place that they've all just kind of been living in forced calm forever. Make it an actual place that like people live and not puppets. So yeah, Devotion also let him know that there is help coming, like the equivalent of like the National Guard are coming from Black Pearl, which is up here. So they're not going to be doing it alone, and they were also making it very clear that he was making it very clear that like they had to bring the prospector out first because like he's he's the mayor dude. He's the guy who's supposed to like kind of lead the charge on things. And I had also mentioned about protecting the spring and making sure that it didn't get like corrupted or destroyed or get exploited in any way as well. And then Devotion zoomed back to join friends at Temple. So he'll be in the upper temple when we return. And the last...
Before, it wouldn't let me fit it. It barely let me fit what I have here. But it's going to say, it's going to say, "Here I come to save the day." Like Mighty Mouse, because it's just that's just playing in his head as he's flying.
The temple's still in mostly one piece, except for one window. So yeah. And then the last shot that we had was a kind of montage shot of like everybody and like, you know, looking determined, looking like what they're trying to do. And then of the strange flowers in the incredibly, horribly stinky second level. It's quite pungent down here. So yeah, let me real quick set out my thingies. So last time I started with the lower temple group. So this time I'm going to start with the upper temple group and try to just bounce back and forth between those. So with the upper temple group, you guys are, of course, still up here trying to work out what to do with Dante. Isla, I imagine, since I know that you weren't able to be here last session, which is fine, but I imagine that she was probably trying to just kind of generally help, maybe make sure if anybody got like little tiny cuts from the spray of glass or anything like that, that she probably helped like with like little patch up things, as well as like helping scoop or clean or maybe something like that, you know, something small and generally helpful.
Yes.
All right, cool.
She'll find any way to help.
Yeah, any way that wouldn't necessarily leave like tons of space open for Dante to just like scooch on out. So, you know, gotta walk that fine line between like, oh yes, I'm actively helping and my presence here is positive, but also don't leave.
Also, don't leave. It's dangerous.
It's dangerous to go alone, so don't go at all. So, in the upper temple, there's a lot of people that are, of course, scurrying around. You know, they've got like very, very small brooms and stuff, trying to get as much of the pieces of it together. They've gotten like kind of the big ones out and have assembled it on a canvas that somebody has spread out in the main floor. They're hoping that they can do like some mending or just do something to help put together the pieces so that they can recreate the window without too much difficulty and without needing too many new material things. So Dante is sitting over on the bench, you know, kind of just doing like one of these, basically, looking honestly like I guess anybody who's observing Dante, which it might just be Isla. I don't know if Drax and Flort might also care. But make me an insight check real quick.
You gotta come out of the tower, honey.
Never.
That's 21.
21 also.
Nice. So you guys can see that there's little like there's actually like little like wrinkles around like the corner of it, like his mouth's kind of drawn a little bit, like he actually looks like he's got like a fucking migraine or some shit, like his face actually is like, this sucks. So he's not faking, so at least you know that much. Probably around the time that you kind of notice this and have maybe assembled everything else and are trying to think of like, okay, how the fuck else we gonna keep him up here? I think around that time is when Devotion is going to just sort of like just come on in just doors open, just like, I have arrived. Or do you come in a much more subtle fashion? Devotion. Sorry. So when you arrive, do you just kind of like throw the doors open, just like, I have arrived, or much more subtle, just like, hello, I heard my friends were here. Oh no, something seems to be wrong.
No, he's gonna land outside the temple. I had considered him going in through the broken window and going, "What's going on here?" But that probably be a little suspicious. That might be a little.
Oh, am I here? Golly gee.
Oh no! Did I do that? No. He's gonna land outside and catch his breath because he just zoomed across the city. He's like, "Okay."
Big red boy go noom. You wanna see some real speed?
With these new fancy tattoos on my wings, I'll show you some real speed. He will arrive. He'll just kind of casually open the door and kind of look around inside. He'll see the broken window. He'll let out a deep sigh, and then he'll step inside. I'm sorry for being late. I got lost. The streets getting here are very small, and I am very large. So I had to go a different way than we did last time, and I got lost.
I have a big head and blue arms, and I just don't know what else to say.
Little arms.
I'm not so sure how well the plan was thought through.
Anyway. Sorry. Anyway.
I love how all of our brains are collectively in the trash right now.
One brain cell, is that what you were about to say?
Yes. Yes.
Bold of you to assume mine ever isn't. Anyway, so yeah. So honestly, I feel like you might need, because you've been here before with the same group of people. I feel like
yes, but I also had them to lead me. I didn't know I was going the first time, and the second time I just followed the group. I didn't have them this time.
I think you might need to make me a deception roll still with advantage because everyone's a little frazzled and everything. But I think just because.
Hold on, bring up the thing.
I need you.
Deception. Granted, if I'd actually decided to walk here, I could have pulled perception. Pulled the. What's this? Oh, that's not bad. 18.
Okay, that's totally fair. So yeah, I think like honestly, maybe like one person's like, wait, what? But honestly, there's too much going on in here that they need to be worried about that just kind of like just keeps on going. So yeah. I think Dante, you probably see is over on he's over on the bench.
I was over on the bench.
I was over on the bench.
Just kind of rubbing his
I was
head.
over on the bench.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, so he's over on the benches doing this. Are any of the rest of you like kind of close by, like Drax and Isla specifically? Are you guys kind of hovering while Florma, maybe you're just looking for more shit to fuck with? I'm not sure what's set up. What does Devotion see when he opens these doors? Besides all the priests scurrying about trying to clean up glass.
I personally want to imagine it's like that one scene from Community when Donald Glover comes back with the pizza and everything's just on fire.
It's not quite that bad yet.
Yes!
To be honest, that's kind of what he expected. He's just like, if it's on fire, I'm gonna be very pissed.
I personally feel that Drax would definitely be next to Dante on the bench, just making sure he's okay. Obviously, it's all complete bullshit. Just making sure that he stays on the fucking bench.
Flortma,
I was over on the bench.
But on the
Flortma
outside,
is kind of leaning up against a column with a little smirk,
Mm-hmm.
just observing and smirking.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. Okay, and then Isla, are you also over by Dante trying to appear helpful, even if you're not actually going to be helpful by design?
Yes. Yes, she will probably be doing something like some bullshit like, oh, it's gonna be okay. Here, hold on. She's gonna like use Druidcraft and like grow lavender and be like, here, you can smell these. It'll keep everyone calm. Hopefully it'll soothe your headache. You know, just trying to be like sweet, but also keep them there. You know?
Amazing. Okay, so yeah, so devotion, this is what you see when you come in, is that a couple of your party are hovering around Dante, who's sitting on the bench. Flortma, sorry, you said you're a little bit separate from them, is that right?
Yeah, just kind of standing to the side.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm imagining that you're just kind of surreptitiously looking around like, what else can we break?
Is anything flammable? Oh, look, somebody with fireball and a staff.
Lord help us all. Anyway.
I mean, I've done the math, Ben. If given enough time, I could destroy this city with this.
Lord help us. You could. I don't think you should.
I don't think it'll be like completely destroyed, but I could do some damage. Fire. I have 7 level fireballs.
7.
Holy shit. 1, 2. No, not again.
Okay. So yeah, so that's what you see when you walk in. I guess which of the people do you go up to? Do you go up to the group around Dante, or do you go over to Flortma and be like, hey, what's up?
So first, I'm going to move more towards Flortma since he's away from everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look at him and his smirk, and look at the broken mirror, the broken window. It's kind of like, so I'm late. What did I miss?
Lathander is not pleased with them.
I wonder why. Well, kind of talks a little quieter. He is safe and he is awake. And not quite what I expected, what I hoped, but not quite what I expected. They are also possibly sobbing in Zink's hammock. It's a lot of things. They've also, from what I can gather from their age, they've lived here their whole lives. So waking up was an experience, which it will likely be for the majority of town. So I've also secured help from Majesty, and I have the highest ranking official waiting and ready as he can be. So, if you had any progress reports?
We haven't heard anything from downstairs.
But
we're doing our best to keep them occupied.
Icarus, stop that.
If I was, that's good. He kind of looks towards Dante. What's going on with him?
He's got a headache, but that wasn't our doing. He brought that on himself.
That may be connected to what's happening downstairs. I might imagine. If the two things are happening at the same time, it's a bit of a coincidence.
Or he could be distraught at the destruction of his lovely temple.
That is also a potential potentiality. Also, I kind of might know the answer to this question. Does Dante look older than when I last saw him? Like not so much physically, but like in like the way. I mean, yes, he's sitting there with his hands on his head, but like in his like demeanor.
Not as far as you can tell, no.
Are there any few? Is it about the same number of priests in here than there were before?
Yeah. There's just as many priests. There's a few extra like apprentices even because they're trying to clean, and get all the stuff together.
Okay. Does anyone objectively look armed?
Perception.
There we go. Perception. Ha! I got a nat 20. It's 23.
All right then. As far as you can tell, this is a pretty pacifistic kind of place. Nobody that you can see has anything that you would definitively call a weapon. Several of them do have holy symbols, but that's not unusual because
They're clerics.
It's a temple. It's a temple. They're clerics. It's gonna happen. I think the closest that you might call that is one of the priests looks like he's got a like a kind of a gnarled staff like on his back, but he's also one of the older ones, so it could very well be a walking stick as well. Or he could use that to cast instead. It could be a weapon, but it doesn't necessarily look like it's designed to be a weapon.
It's my fuck off stick.
The fuck off stick. The whippersnapper.
Whippersnapper.
He will nod as he kind of looks around and nod to Florma. Then he'll head over towards the Dante.
All right. So Drax and Isla, you guys have been over here kind of chilling with Dante, trying to keep him, soothed properly. Kind of thing. Woosah. I thought about that with me. So yeah. Which light is supposed to be kind of gold-ish for like you're in Lathander's temple, whatever. But yeah, so he's still kind of just doing one of these and just kind of breathing deeply and everything. But after a few minutes, he does sort of, I do apologize, but I believe I need to retire for a bit. We have our interview room has the ability to be much darker, and I want to see if the lack of additional light helps. He goes to stand up.
Wondering if I have a spell for that.
Well, I had
just cast sleep.
I was just about to say I have sleep.
Find an albino squirrel. See if she can drug his drink.
I was thinking just put a bag over his head.
Hey, again, for the viewers at home, do not
drug your friends.
Do not roofie your
please do
friends,
not.
I swear to God. I actually regret that decision so much for Humblewood.
Don't root for your enemies either, unless they absolutely do it.
Ray fucking deserves it.
Well, as Dante was going to get up, Devotion would have sort of walked up to him and sort of offered him an arm. He's like, I can help you along if you need.
Okay. Well, I guess to be fair, Devotion doesn't yet know that that's the room you're trying to keep him out of. So,
but if he's not in there, but if he's not going in there alone, he can't sneak off.
So
him going anywhere unattended, he figures there's probably a reason. It's probably not a reason we want. So if he's going to insist on going, he's not going anywhere alone.
Mm-hmm.
That's his thought, anyway.
So Isla knows how to cast sleep.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to try?
Yeah.
It does have some limitations, but do you want to try?
He did.
Thank
He
you.
did bravo!
Yes.
Bravo! He did appear human.
Yeah.
Real quick, while I was deciding on a magical roofie, and I'm offering assistance, can Devotion use Magic Sight?
Yeah, sure.
Detect magic. He wants to look. He's looking at Dante, see if he sees any magical effect, any unexpected magical effects around him, like he's being affected by a spell or any type of adverse magical energy that might an explanation for his headache that isn't just I'm bullshitting because I think you're up to something and want to leave.
Okay, so Dante is right now much in the same way that some of the other priests here are, that looks like after they hit a certain like level kind of thing, which even like to an extent you guys kind of are, once, especially like magic casters. He is pretty brightly suffused with a with kind of a divine glow, for lack of a better word, that kind of looks very similar to Lathander's. It's clearly like some kind of just divine school thing. And you do see that there does seem to be a almost like a pulse around his head. It looks like a more concentrated form, like it's almost purely gold in color as opposed to very like a white gold. But it does seem to be like concentrated around like his temples and his head, and it just kind of like almost in time with you would guess like maybe a heartbeat, just because it's kind of regular. It just kind of tends to like just pulse a little bit. But yeah, it's not like, it doesn't look like it's any kind of like negative school, like it's not necromancy, it's just very concentrated. You don't see a tie of like what could be causing it, but you do see that there's something.
Okay. I just think about how I'm going to react to that. Because above table, I have my ideas, but Devotion has not been here, does not know. He's just like, there's something. There's something weird.
So if you offer your hand to him, he'll gladly sort of take it and get to his feet. Drax and Isla, what are y'all gonna do? Like, Isla, are you gonna hang back and like try to cast a spell sneaky, or are y'all gonna like stand up and be like, no, really, you should stay down here, or something? What do you think?
So what she's gonna do is Isla's going to look to Drax and then look to Devotion with the eyes that say, stop and watch and follow me. Got it?
It's so great that you can actually convey like, oh, these eyes are so useful. I don't have to use words.
My eyes, they work now. So yeah, she's gonna give them the look of, just go with me, please. She's going to cast sleep on Dante. It lasts for 1 minute. It doesn't have any DC, so he can't exactly fight against it from what I've read.
I thought it was like you roll a bunch of d8s, and if they have under that hit point amount, then they're just basically.
Yeah.
But you gotta.
So roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect.
Mm-hmm.
Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points.
Yeah. So basically, it's like if you roll 5d8 and you get 40, which is like max on that, anything within 20 feet of you that has 40 or less hit points is affected.
Oh man, watch some other poor priest just fucking face plant past that.
Yeah, it's one that was like upstairs.
Okay, how big is this place if it's 20 feet radius?
That's gonna.
I'm wondering because what if some poor pedestrians outside all just suddenly fall unconscious?
None of the pedestrians. However, there are potentially some priests and like apprentices in here that could definitely fall victim.
I think that would put the rest of them in more hysterics so that they've pissed off Lathander. I think that would be funny as shit to see.
Which is just a version of chanting, do it.
Okay, so just roll 5 d8s, right?
Yeah.
And then tell me what the total is.
Okie dokie.
Where did I put?
21.
Okay. Cool. So, okay, so one other thing real quick. Can you tell me, does sleep have a verbal, material, and somatic component, or
Yes, it's verbal, somatic, and material.
Okay, so here's the thing. Because just because of the way that spell works, you don't necessarily have a way to subtly cast the spell. You can additionally roll me either sleight of hand or stealth to see if you can pull off making it seem like you're doing something else.
Can I use performance instead?
You want to use performance and make it seem like you're trying to help him with like oh, hold on, let me see, I might know something if I do this.
I will do that. I will do that.
Cool. Roll me performance. We'll see how well, because the thing is, if he figures out that you're trying to cast a spell and then a bunch of people around him start dropping, he's going to have some questions.
He has
What if
several
you're-
concerns.
I rolled a natural 19 plus 13 on top of that.
32.
Bards. Okay, so
Everyone always underestimates having proficiency in performance.
So, he's aware that you're doing something, but you have made it very, very obvious to him. Of course, like what else could you be doing? You are performing a small bard thing that should help. It just so happens that 5 of the nearby priests and clerics and apprentice guys just fucking slump over asleep. And his headache still isn't gone. So
I love the energy that we brought to the studio today.
Wait. So 5 other priests are down.
mm-hmm.
Did you say Dante is down too?
It's not.
You just hear in the background, Jeffrey?
Steve?
Guys, what happened?
So you guys, of course, also see these 5 other like priests and apprentices just sort of like knees over, just out, gone. To which the other one started going, wait, what's happening? And because you rolled so fucking good, like literally, even if you rolled a nat 20, which he did not, he wouldn't necessarily connect these two because you were supposed to be doing a headache thing. So yeah, so some of the other older priests are like, wait, what's going on? Are you okay? And they're, kneeling to try and awaken people. It actually takes like a full action to awaken somebody from sleep once they've been put under, from what I remember.
Because they're down for a minute. So
yeah. Okay. So yeah, so they're just like, hey, what's happening?
What have you done to displease Lathander?
Roll me persuasion with advantage.
This session.
What the fuck is the
oh my god.
I didn't set the roll.
20.
Wait.
Hold on.
28. I put the roll at 28.
Hey, Kitsune.
Holy
Flip
shit!
He rolled a 28.
Oh,
Hold on.
Jesus.
I'm gonna fucking share it so you all can see. See that shit? You can see, motherfucker.
Amazing.
What? Stream can't see it, but y'all will see it later.
Amazing. Holy hell.
I'm gonna take a picture of that and I'll post it to the Instagram later.
I went into my page. I went into my sheet. I'm like, I'm gonna check something real quick, see if I can't do something. And then it just pops up. I'm like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
What
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
So what happens is, Florma, you say that, and you have so much conviction because you are determined in so many ways to bring this place down that it just suffuses you with this like grand authority that you may or may not actually have, because we all know you're bullshitting. They don't know you're bullshitting. So it just suffuses your being with this like enhanced just like air of authority and conviction about like what the fuck is happening. And you say this and it fucking echoes throughout this entire place somehow. Like you hit like just the right sweet spot in the acoustics of this temple, and it just and all of the remaining awake priests and clerics just drop down to their knees and start praying and start trying to like repent for whatever they could have done, because they can't imagine what they've done to displease him so greatly. They've done nothing, you know, but they will do whatever it takes to repent, everything like that. Dante is also looking concerned, and he's got he's kind of just wincing a little bit. He's still rubbing his head, and he's just sort of like, I do believe I will need to retire. This is becoming quite a strange turn of events, and I need to clear my mind so that I can more thoroughly lead my flock. Please give me just a moment.
Y'all know Lathander's gonna wreck our shit when he finds out we bullied his priests.
We are just destroying this poor church.
We're not even using arson. We're just using words. And it's doing
Not the
so
best
much
way
more
to tear
damage.
it down, though.
We are using psychological warfare on a group of priests.
We're war criminals now.
Granted,
This qualifies as war crimes.
So he
would be the first time.
oh god. So he goes to head toward that room in the temple. What do you guys do?
This is the door that we don't want him near. Right?
Yeah, this is the room that you do not want him to go into.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
As long as he's just
no.
gonna casually follow behind him. Perhaps we should give them some space. He kind of looks to the other three like, it's like, follow. He's the one. He wants to give them a look of like, that's the one to worry about. Let them repent up here quietly.
You just follow him.
Yeah, it's like I'm going to follow him. He's the issue.
If all else fails, Isla has Entangle.
I also have hold person. If that doesn't, we have the means, but once he's firmly separated.
So
you're just gonna walk away and not pray for penance with the rest of your priests?
Yes.
I believe that there is something that needs to be attended to, but it's a little difficult to think at the moment, and I believe I need to deal with this so that I can more thoroughly help out with whatever's going on with my flock.
Drax is behind Dante,
This
right?
was if this was a temple of Anubis, he would strike you down. for not praying for penance.
Oh shit.
Drax is behind Dante right now, right?
I believe so.
Are you gonna smack him?
What are you doing?
And everyone's kind of kneeling down, not paying attention.
Mm-hmm. Are you just gonna bop him on the head?
Yup.
Could have used a V8. Pop.
So Drax is actually going to take the pommel of his greatsword, which I'm pretty sure is beefy as shit, and just go.
Stop.
We're gonna get arrested.
I'm gonna need you to roll for me.
Roll an attack.
Mm-hmm. Improvise melee.
This is why I said once he was firmly away from the other.
Did you? Did you?
Did
Did you?
fucking...
No, that was an actual 18, but total.
Wait, don't you like crit on 19s? Or
No.
are you at that level of fighter yet?
No, I'm only at level 5 on fighter, and I'm not going anywhere near
Holy
that.
shit.
But my greatsword is a plus 12 to hit, so that's a total of 30.
God.
Alrighty. Well, you do hit for sure.
And in that moment, Drax gets smited.
I'm pretty sure he has to roll like some
It's
sort of con
like
save.
it's like Deadpool punching Colossus in the dick. Oh, your poor wife.
Just cronk. Okay.
Alrighty. So. Go ahead and I think you still do some damage with it. I know it's non-lethal, but I think you do still do some damage with that because you are still making an attack.
I think it's still the same damage die that you use if you're making an attack. It's just considered non-lethal.
Yeah.
I don't
Pathfinder is the one where the total is halved.
I don't like that change of tone, Icarus.
Yeah, well, we know he has enough health to
Sir?
survive this.
Sir,
Woodrow.
I'm gonna need you to not.
That was max damage.
Oh, good.
That's 19 bludgeoning damage. Just...
Okay.
That nonchalant lack of concern should worry you.
Yeah, no, trust me. I'm concerned about the whole thing. Just
Joke's on us. Dante was Lathander all along. You just punched a god.
okay. The fact that Icarus has not actually denied it at
The
this moment in
fact that
time.
he has not denied it has me concerned.
Who could say? So.
Whoa! Did I just smack a god?
You can say.
So what happens is you do that, and Dante goes very still. And you see that like there's basically like just a little cut like right there on like the thing, and you can see like a little bit of blood leak. And he turns and looks at you. And he looks the same. He doesn't like have a divine glow or anything like that, but he looks different in that like he's actually having other emotions that aren't just I am a calm Zen priest in charge of this place. He's actually on the verge of pissed. And he goes,
I'm aboard the murder train.
I believe you need to understand that I have matters to attend to within the inner areas of my temple. And if you do not mind, I'm going to see to those, as I believe there may be something wrong. And he goes and like wipes the blood away and like does like one of these and like smears it and then just kind of wipes it off on his jacket or on his robes. I believe there may be more at play here than just a displeased god. Have a nice morning. And he goes And he just fucking turns and like just keeps on walking.
Entangled.
Like, I got a whole person ready.
What's the save for that?
It's a strength save of
We're definitely war
16.
criminals now.
Okay.
Your devotion, have that whole person on cue in case this doesn't work.
Oh, I do.
We're not there. We're getting
So do
drunk.
I know,
Stop,
we're with
no.
the murder flowers. What the fuck did you roll?
No.
What?
Roll
No.
19 on the die.
Fuck.
Hold on. Does anybody in the chat want to make the most recent roll in that one? Cause y'all can do that. Not me bribing chat to reverse that roll.
So you send out the entangled, and it's almost like he kind of cocks his head, hears like the spell, and is able to just fucking like just kind of swish himself out of the way and back up a little bit. And he turns and he's facing you guys now, and he's got this like faintly he's got this faintly golden glow around his hands, and the symbol around his neck is also glowing, and it's even like kind of lashed up to his eyes a little bit, and it's almost like the veins in his head have turned into like this faintly golden thing, and he goes, "You're not getting anywhere down near my temple, so either fight or leave."
Bitch bet.
Devotion,
Okay.
the devotion
Here
kind
we
of looks
go.
at him
I
and kind of
wanna-
has this smile.
I want to see the smackdown.
There he is. There he is.
So real quick, before I bounce away, you guys notice that most of the clerics and priests and stuff have seen this and have run.
Also, most of them
Yeah.
should have reawoken right now, so they awoke to that shit.
Yeah, basically, like, some of them like woke up like, oh fuck no, and have booked it, except for two, the two oldest ones that have also accompanied him throughout the other things, who have taken places at his sides and are kind of squaring off with you guys. And when you guys don't leave, he just sort of have it your way.
Oh my god, we're gonna have not one but two different combat scenarios tonight.
No.
This is amazing.
So in the lower temple,
Oh, really?
Yes.
We're facing some Seymours right now.
all right, I've got my
No, Audrey's not Seymour's. I'm a fucking dumbass.
you're fine. 2, 10.
Seymour.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I
So,
want
yeah.
to magic missile. I'm kidding.
Uh,
I do want to cast a spell though.
1 sec. And it's 8 and 40. Cool. So yeah. I think I'm gonna toot my own horn here just a little bit. I think I've been doing better in like making sure to bounce around between things in like really nice time structured things, and it kind of leaves some cliffhangers. So hey, good shit. I have so many post-it notes. So in the lower chamber, let me describe what you're saying first.
No.
So Sierra, you open the door, and like I said last week, this wave of unimaginable stench just wafts over. It's not necessarily like even organic, like it's not like, you know, bad garbage or like dead bodies, or it's not anything specific. It's just awful. It's like the bog of eternal stench. It's like that. It's just awful.
Real quick, is this an open room or is it like a tunnel?
It is
Like a corridor?
it looks like whatever the hell these things are, they have grown in around some kind of maze setup like you had seen before.
Okay, great.
But yeah, so in front of you, you can see that this place is very widely overgrown, like coming out of the stone itself kind of thing, in a way that's definitely not natural. It just, yeah. But there are these huge, and I mean huge, flowers that are, there are these huge flowers that are here that are putting out, like they all kind of faintly glow, but at the same time are just, sorry, they faintly glow. They're absolutely enormous, but they're also very like delicate looking, like the leaves and everything are kind of see-through. The petals themselves look almost like they're made out of like paper. They're so thin, but they're very, very pretty. It's just, oh, it's so stinky. And there's just a lot kind of happening in here. This place does seem to have its own kind of light source, mostly from these flowers. They're huge, as I mentioned, like each one of them looks like it's at least a couple feet across, if not more. But they're just kind of scattered in places, but they do tend to have kind of a general trail to them. Like there's usually like only red flowers kind of grow in a line, and then there's yellow flowers that kind of grow in a line, and blue that kind of grow in a line. Sometimes those lines intersect, sometimes they stay on their own. It's fucking weird. It's fucking weird.
Am I getting any sort of fey fuckery from this shit?
It doesn't look like any fey thing that you recognize, as far as you can tell. It's very close, but it doesn't have that same complete separation from like actual reality rules that fey shit has sometimes. Like they do seem to still have like leaves and roots and stuff. It's just like they're literally just growing out of the stone here, or like the stone grew around them. I don't fucking know. It's just weird.
What? And I cannot stress this enough. The fuck are we looking at right now?
Any of these flowers look like the ones we saw in the greenhouse? Way back. Okay.
No. Yeah, they don't look like any flowers that you've seen ever. Like even the glowy like fungi. Wow, that was stupid. Even the glowing fungi that you saw down in the abyss didn't look anything like the way that these kind of glow and interact with things. But yeah, do y'all step forward into the stink?
Perception check first for traps.
Sure. Zink, what's up?
I did want to cast a spell.
Okay, which one?
I'm going to cast Distant Message, which is just message with a distant meta magic feat. So 240 feet away. If Florma is within that, I'd like to send a message.
Okay. Sorry, checking my own notes here.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. It actually does get through. It's a little faint, but it does get through. What do you say?
Darren, do you remember what our path was to get here?
I've been marking it as we went, yes.
Yeah, but do you remember? You marked it with, how did you mark it?
All the little, on the walls, I've marked a symbol indicating the direction we were heading.
Okay, I'm gonna check in and see if I can get in touch with Fort Mo.
Oh, so I got an 18 on perception.
Okay. Cool. Zink, tell me what your message is, and then Paige, I'll tell you what you say.
Okay.
Hey, Fort Mo. Follow the chalk, or follow the arrows. If you come down, hope all is well up there. If all else fails, there are corpses. Hoping you're well.
Little busy up here. We'll talk later.
Fair enough. Okay, so sorry, so Sierra, you do a real quick check for traps and stuff like that. And as far as you can tell, there aren't any around here. It's a little harder to check like quite as thoroughly when you get like close to the flowers, just because like there's a lot of foliage. But as far as you can tell, around the door and everything like that, like in your immediate vicinity, there aren't any traps that you have been able to tell. So
I'm starting to wonder if we took the wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Where's Albuquerque?
The fuck's Albuquerque?
Also,
it's siren song joke. You wouldn't get it.
I think Florma and them might be in trouble, but I don't think we should go back because we've already come this far, and we fought that lobster thingy.
No, I'm pretty sure they can handle themselves upstairs.
They had tentacles, and scales, and stuff. Hooves, maybe. I don't know. So what Zinc is going to do is he's going to cast Prestidigitation to have like nice smells, and he's just going to take turns.
Nope.
Each smells. No.
Nope. Cannot. You try it. You see where they should be, like where the smell should be from like the magic that you cast. You cannot smell it. You can only smell what's on this floor.
Okay.
So real quick, y'all go ahead and give me a perception check.
Wait, you want me to roll perception again?
Yeah, it's for a different thing.
Okay.
Not for traps.
Of course I roll worse this time.
I'm gonna try and change out my dice for my shadow dice. Hopefully I won't regret this decision.
Yeah, the Sierra dice have been living up to my reputation tonight.
Oh.
That is 13 for perception.
Okay.
11. Suthi, you're still muted, hon.
Dare I ask?
24.
24 and 27?
Oh, no, my bad. 25.
All right, 25 and 23.
23. Yeah.
Okay. So,
wait. No, wait. This isn't like considered like a forest area, is it?
No.
Damn it.
Not really.
Nice. Continue.
Yeah, if this was going to be any preferred terrain, it would still technically, I think, be under like dungeon or like maybe urban.
Good to know.
Sorry. Yeah.
This is fine.
This
is fine.
So yeah. So sorry. So you guys, if you rolled a 15 or over, you can tell that there is maybe like even as you're like trying to look around, you're like, where the fuck is this? What is happening? All that good stuff. You can kind of tell that there is like a little burst of like different scent in the air. It almost smells like candy or maybe peppers or apples. Either way, you get a very different like little burst of scent, like kind of as you're moving your head around, and are able to kind of figure out that it seems that some of these other scents that aren't just bad are coming from the flowers. You're gonna have to get much closer to them to determine like which is which, but there's that. For Zinc and Sierra, I think you guys are just a little bit like overwhelmed by how just awful it is, honestly. Especially Zinc, because like his spell didn't work to try and make it better. But you're aware that there's some other stuff like in the air, but it's just there's so much bad that you're not able to pick out the other shit yet.
Sierra visibly gags.
Just but yeah.
Are we proceeding into this room?
Onwards and upwards, backwards and forwards. Let's go, mates.
All right.
Zinc is going
Well,
to pinch his
go ahead.
leg. That's it.
Darren's gonna give his scarf to Sierra so she can.
Oh,
Like,
she hugs that shit to her face.
I have a question. Is it like a hazy smell? Is it like, I want to say sporous? Like, can we see a haze that is the smell or no?
No, it doesn't look like there's any physical results of the smell. If that
Okay.
makes sense.
So
It's just
so it's not like a gaseous thing. It just smells.
right. It's just bad.
All right.
So what are you guys gonna do? Darren and Sutha, you guys are the two that have noticed that there are some different scents in the air. Do you want to do anything about that, or are y'all just gonna try and truck?
You said some of them are sweet.
Yeah, there's one you got that was kind of sweet, like almost like candy in a way. Something that had more of a spicy scent, kind of like the way that like spiced peppers or like a peppery spice, like cayenne kind of smells. And something that was also fruity, like kind of like, apples or raspberries or some shit.
Can I see if, because you said there's also like 3 different like color plant trail things.
There
right?
are 3 different flowers. There's a red one, or there's red ones, blue ones, and yellow ones, and they tend to kind of be clustered together and make kind of lines along the wall. And sometimes those lines of color will intersect, and sometimes they'll run alongside each other. But you won't see like red and yellow on the same line. Like it might, have a line of red like this, and there might be some yellow that like makes an X over it, but like the yellow flowers won't go onto the red line.
Can I use commune with nature? Or no?
You can try.
Well, I'm just wondering if I even can use it. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm like looking at it now. Okay, I briefly become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory. In the outdoors, the spell gives you knowledge of land within 3 miles of you. In caves and other natural underground settings, the radius is limited to 300 feet.
Okay. You can try. The thing is, and like you would know this just kind of from looking around, this place is definitely not natural in any way. Like these are definitely like these have some kind of like weird origin, whether it be like just straight up magic or
all right,
some other bullshit. You might be able to get something, but you might not get anything like super clearly. Like it might be kind of garbled because they're not
naturally found anywhere. They're here for a specific purpose.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So yeah.
Okay, then I don't really think it applies. Because like I'm able, okay, so I instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of my choice about any of the following subjects as they relate to the area: terrain and bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or people, powerful celestials, powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead, influence from other planes of existence, or buildings.
Okay.
Still doesn't apply?
I don't think so. Because because a lot of it would either just be a recap of like what you already know. Like you're in a temple, it has several floors below the surface.
Gotcha. Okay.
Kind of thing.
Then I don't want to waste that.
Yeah, fair. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
So Darren, did you want to go up and poke a flower?
No, I want to first see if I can find out what the red one smells like.
Okay. How are you figuring, like, just because I have to ask, how are you figuring that out? Are you just like fucking putting your face in it? Are you like swiping your hand and then smelling your fingers?
Waft, waft.
Waft, waft, waft.
Sierra is visibly concerned as he does this.
Okay. So just because this place is and you're specifically trying to differentiate the weird ass smells, just make me another perception check to make sure that you can pick it out specifically.
25.
Okay. So you do some wafting, and you kind of have to end up like using both hands to make sure that you get enough of it so that you can pick out the different notes of scent. But eventually you're able to suss out that the red one in front of you that's kind of glowing, they're all kind of glowing to be fair, kind of smells like candy.
Like candy?
Yeah. Like it's got like that kind of sugary tint to it. Like you know those strawberry candies that like all grandmas have in their purse? It kind of smells like that, but on an overpowering level.
No
Okay.
one knows where those candies come from. I've never seen them for sale anywhere.
They come from these.
You can get them at Farm and Fleet.
What?
You can get them at Farm and Fleet.
Ooh.
Never heard of a farm.
We have the location of the source now.
It's a Midwest thing. You wouldn't
It's a Midwest
understand.
thing.
Quick, clip that before they take the stream down.
The FBI's knocking on my door now.
Oh yeah, Toad's been visited by Homeland Security.
Anyway, so yeah.
He's gonna now try the yellow flowers.
You're risking a lot here, bud.
You were risking a lot here.
I'm aware.
I thought we had this.
This discussion.
Yes.
I'm
I'm flustered.
Sarah, you okay?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I've been having knee problems since I started my new job, so getting up and down when I've been sitting for a while is very difficult.
Oh, sorry,
I mean,
baby.
I already had knee problems. It's just getting worse. It's fine. I'm ignoring it.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Sarah has knee problems and I stutter now.
Okay.
This is what you call a power couple.
So just because again this place has got a lot going on and you're specifically trying to denote sense in a place that has overwhelming sense, you're gonna have to roll me another perception check. I normally wouldn't be this nitpicky about it, but it's kind of the whole point of this.
I figured. No worries.
A
With
puzzle
my
and a
perception, I'm fine. Yeah, no. Reliable talent, 22.
Well, okay, so you said the
Yellow.
Sorry, you said yellow. Okay, yellow. So this one kind of smells fruity. It kind of smells like a bunch of different fruit smooshed together into like a smoothie almost, because like you can kind of get apple, you can kind of get strawberry, you can kind of get raspberry, you can kind of get watermelon. Like it's fruity. All of them. Just not durian.
Darren, why are you actively smelling this disgusting room?
Have you completely lost it?
Each flower has a different scent that is hidden by whatever that is.
The putrid smell of
Death and decay.
Well, if that's the case, so do any of these flowers smell like what we're smelling?
That's what I'm trying to determine.
Right. So, like, have any of them smelled like it so far?
Wait, how big are these flowers?
They're big. They're
Okay.
roughly
I
this
feel like
big.
we in Alice in Wonderland right now.
Well, the red one smells almost sickeningly sweet. It's like candy. And the yellow one is fruity. I'm not sure. I will get a waft of the blue one.
Roll me perception.
Zig is gonna look at Sutha and be like, I don't think Darren's ever had candy before.
Oh, what's candy?
It's I'll get you some when we get out of here.
26.
I don't think I want any.
No, it definitely doesn't smell like this. And he's gonna gesture.
So the blue one, you're able to kind of pull out. It just smells spicy. So like that just kind of like yeah, it just smells spicy. It's just it kind of gives you that like little ting of like, oh fuck, and like kind of funnily enough kind of clears your sinuses a little bit so you can smell even better now. Sorry. So yeah, but the blue ones kind of smell spicy.
Okay. Continuing with Darren's just tends to, let's see what we can experiment nature. If I like use my dagger to kind of poke at one of them a little bit, does anything happen?
I don't think so. I think it glows a little brighter when you bump it, but that's about it. It glows a little brighter, and I think the smell gets a little stronger for whatever color you poke when you poke it.
What if I'm going to do it to the red one.
Mm-hmm.
If I cut at the stalk.
Oh, like just fucking chop it off?
Yeah, just chop it off.
Well, it comes right off. And pretty quickly, it's you like lop it off, it kind of falls into your hand. Like I said, it's about yay big. It's almost like a really big sunflower head, basically. Inside at least. They look more like a weird blend of like irises and orchids. It's fucking weird. But you lop it off, falls in your hand, and it starts it glows brightly from when like you had first contacted it or come into contact with it, and then very, very quickly just kind of like the glow just fades and dies, and then this thing just kind of like goes and it's a little husk.
What about
the smell's gone?
The sweet smell is gone. It doesn't switch over to the rancid smell.
As far as you can tell, no. It just stops having a smell.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is Lysander the god of like sensory deprivation or something?
All right. Is there like another door on the other side of this room?
No. Looks like you've got a choice of 3 directions. There's a direction to your left where more of the yellow ones are kind of trailing off. There's a direction to your right where more of the red ones are trailing off. And there's one in front of you where the blue is more prevalent.
I look down at the ground. Do I see tracks?
Roll for me. I think
survival.
Yeah, because you're using your ranger.
Dumb whore.
While she's doing that, Darren just kind of points to the blue flower and goes, "Spicy."
They're spicy.
What did you roll, Sierra? You have no clue.
She's about to fucking up Chuck, so she can't.
I mean, that's entirely fair.
My entire total is an 8, but that is a nat 1.
Yeah. This place has got, weirdly enough, because of like, it looks like honestly, I think it looks like even as you're watching, like some of the leaves just kind of like twist a little bit and they grow a little and everything like that, which might also just make you be like, fuck. But it looks like this place just kind of it's got some living components to it, so it makes it harder to notice those like differences in the stone from paths that have been trod for years. So you just have no clue. It's just kind of a how you want to go kind of thing.
I'm starting to wonder if we took the wrong fucking tunnel. Oh god, this room is alive. It's freaking me out. Oh.
Are the vines on the ground like moving, or are they just kind of like?
Not necessarily that they're moving. It's more just that it's almost like they're kind of a sped up version of like a thing that's growing, like over the course
like those time lapse videos of plants growing.
yeah, like over the course of a few minutes, you might notice that like a vine has kind of like tilted a little bit, or like a leaf is facing a slightly different direction, that kind of thing. It's not like they're actively moving and encroaching. It's not inherently malicious. It's just grow. Just, it's a weird ass not natural version of growth.
Zinc is going to put down a piton, one of the spikes that you put in for rock climbing.
Mhm.
I have 10 of those, so I'm going to just try to keep track of which direction we've gone by pointing the spike in the direction that we've traveled.
Okay.
So what are we thinking? Sweet, fruity, spicy.
I made sparklies.
Spicy is, ooh, those are pretty. Spicy feel the most different.
Honestly, I feel like I'm about to vomit.
What happens if we eat them?
I tried that. And I drank a god. Or something.
You what?
Do
I
not.
tried that, and I tried that and I drank a spirit. I don't recommend.
You ate the flowers?
No, I drank tea made by the all-seeing spring spirit.
So is this... Will that happen to me if I do that?
I don't know, but perhaps we should exercise a little bit more caution than I did last time.
I managed to keep myself from upchucking.
Here, God, this smells so horrible. In the last section of the dungeon, we didn't hear anything, and we relied on our sight. In this one, we can't smell anything except for you, Darren, for some demigod reason. So maybe following like one color flower for now and see how it goes.
That works for me.
Whatever gets us out of here fastest.
Do we know the general colors of Lathander's symbols?
Yeah, they tend to be it's pretty much, there's a lot of gold and a lot of white, and maybe like a little bit of brown.
Useless. Okay.
There's a yellow flower, to be fair, but
yeah,
that could just
that's
be a
why I'm
primary
thinking
color.
maybe yellow gold, but
The yellow one, the fruity one, or like the sweet one?
The yellow one is the fruity.
I mean, it's the least suspicious.
I would say the spicy one's the most suspicious because the other ones tend to be sweet.
Oh, sorry.
That does make sense.
Well, in nature, if something's super sweet, it's usually poisonous.
Really? Learned something.
Haven't you seen the flowers that attract insects to eat them by the really
That's not sweet.
No, it's like it's a really sweet nectar, and then
Are you talking about pitcher plants or corpse flowers?
pitcher plants.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about corpse flowers. I was like, fucking excuse me.
I mean,
Sorry.
it's the same thing, isn't it?
Sorry. No. Anyway, so y'all resume. Sorry.
I don't know, Darren. You seem to know what's going on, so I'm going to follow your lead. But let's just go. What's happening?
I forgot that I poured some vodka into that, and I took a drink like it was normal soda.
Oh God! Tonight has been a great session.
I forgot. This is going great.
Darren, Sierra and I are gonna die. Pick a direction, please.
Yeah, I've been rolling checks to see if she vomits or not.
What? Why is this my decision?
You're the only one that can smell the things, and I'm.
Because as Sarah has said, you're quote unquote daddy.
Yes. Daddy, hurry up.
When the fuck have I ever said that?
That was
I didn't. I'm sorry. That was just me.
Well, spicy is the most different in terms of scent, and the yellow flower seems the closest to lathander, but we decided that this was more about scent, correct?
I don't know. Let's start with blue and then go to yellow.
Susa just starts walking towards Spicy.
All right, we're following the blue plants.
All right.
So that is
Tom.
I puke before I follow.
Baby.
Yeah.
Rubs the back.
Well,
Let's just keep going. I make sure to move the scarf away from my face before I do it.
So which direction is the yellow?
okay. So so you guys are heading down the path that has more blue flowers. First off,
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, because blue is spicy. So you guys are heading down that way. First off, and it's it gets, I think, a little bit easier because as you're going, there's more and more of the blue flowers just kind of coating the area. So it kind of helps to eke out the bad scent more than anything else. And after a little bit, you're gonna come to a you come down and you've got to make in just like to an L corner and then another one, so you have to make a right and then a left, and then you come to a another two-way. So you can either go straight again, or you can go you can either go straight again, or you can go left.
Are we
both ways are just covered in blue.
Can I try and look at the ground again for any tracks?
Yeah, sure.
Survival.
how many points of turning have we had?
2, but they've been the only ways you can turn.
Oh, okay.
Right.
In case that helps any.
17.
As far as you can tell, there's not a whole lot of difference here. They both like they've had the same amount of like wear and tear, which isn't super much.
Sierra curses in Celestial, pauses for a moment because that is a language she has never spoken before. She just somehow knows. She shrugs. I don't know what to tell you all. I don't know which way to go.
Are there yellow or red flowers either direction?
It's all blue.
Yeah, it's all blue from where you can see at this point.
You're starting to match with the foliage, Zinc.
Is one of the areas, even though we've been following the flowers, if I follow the smell, is there one direction where the smell is stronger?
Make me a perception check.
I think we have chosen
22.
poorly.
Okay.
Reliable talent.
We should have taken a left turn at Albuquerque, you guys.
It smells about the same level of spicy.
We could try going back.
Sure hope upstairs is having a better time than we are.
We can try turning back. We can pick one direction and mark the ground and see if we make a circle and then turn back if we do. I mean, there's many options here.
Right, but this, if we're following just by colors, this doesn't seem to be the way because both directions are blue.
True.
So, hold on. Sutha goes over to Sierra, takes the scarf out of her nose, and wraps it around her eyes.
Okay, now I can't see.
I think, honestly, that's the point. Because we are all following a color, right? We're using our eyes when this room clearly needs us to use our noses. Right? Make sense?
That's what I'm thinking.
So,
Or anything.
exactly. That's the point. Once you start smelling something, though, you concentrate on that. It's like in the woods. If you smell bear poop, you go towards it. Because that's where the bear was.
Go away from it.
Why would I go away from a bear?
Because it's a bear.
Hi, folk.
Thank you.
Yeah, you run away from a lot of things. Anyway.
Thanks.
Sorry, I love you. So Sutha like cuts a bit of like whatever shirt she's wearing and like uses it as a blindfold.
Mhm.
And she already put one on Sierra. I'm sorry, that was like totes not asking permission. Sutha just did it.
Sierra has dealt with a lot of non-consensual stuff in her life. She's just not fazed by it anymore.
Okay, that's a little harsh.
She's just like, oh, I'll just go with it.
Just go with it.
Just
It's
go with
kinky a little.
It's a little kinky. She's just like, this better not awaken anything in me. All right.
That is what a lot of people said about my half orc when I like did the cosplay for it. I'm like, I don't know what you want this to awaken in you, bud.
They're sexualizing a 15-year-old. My
Yup.
God.
Mission.
Okay.
All right.
So
I will inhale deeply after I'm blindfolded.
All right. Roll me perception with advantage.
Hey! Natural 1 on the first roll.
Duck.
Well, you can only go up.
Natural 1 on the second? Are you? No, what the fuck is that? Is that a 1 or a 7?
I don't know.
Oh, it's the 7. It sanded down a little bit more. So 7 both times. Actually 14.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So here's the thing. You put the blindfold on it to the suggestion. And then you decide to, well, it's not like your stomach can get any more empty. And you decide to do a big, deep inhale while your eyes are closed and blindfolded. And the weird thing is, the moment that you do that you just kind of throw yourself wholeheartedly into this scent thing, it's almost like there's a little blue sparkle that goes off like behind your eyes kind of thing, like, you know, like when you close your eyes and there's like all those little like zoomy bits of light kind of.
She will jump.
That's right. And as you're looking, you can tell that the sparkle is getting a little bit stronger. Everyone else might kind of notice this a little bit more easily than Sierra might, but as you're kind of turning, as you turn and look to the path that is straight in front of you, it gets a bit more sparkly.
She just starts walking that way.
Fair enough.
Sutha did something, guys.
I can't hear you, Darren. What did you say?
Oh, he's just like, maybe we open. Nope, we're doing this. Okay.
Don't worry, I'll keep my eyes open.
Is
Sutha
there?
learned something. I'm excited for Sutha.
I'm just gonna keep actively smelling.
Yep. So you keep on following your nose, going down, just kind of following this. It goes straight, comes to another L turn, so you turn left. Then you have another two-way where you can go straight or you can go to the right. And the sparkles are more prominent to the right. And you go down, and you guys all glance. Everybody around you or behind you that has their eyesight still sees that kind of a little bit grown over, but not like super much, is another door.
Sierra, not knowing it's there, immediately walks into the door.
Keep our eyes open.
Door.
Oh, there's a door there. But thank you.
Watch out for that tree.
I can see that now. Reaches for the door handle. Is it locked?
It is.
Takes off the blindfold. It's not the weirdest thing that I've ever done. She'll pull out her lockpicks.
All right, cool. Roll me real quick to see how easily you can get through.
That's good. That's good. 18 both times. So 31.
Oh yeah, you fucking just open that fucking door, open it up. You see another one of those little like switchback staircases that goes down a level, and another door down below you. And as soon as you cross the threshold, the smell just vanishes.
How many pitons did I use?
I think 3.
3? Okay. We'll
Yeah.
see what's from my inventory.
So you guys are staring at another door, and I'm gonna hop back up to the upper level.
I'm gonna pass Darren's scarf back to him.
And I'm going to congratulate Sutha and Sierra and Darren for getting us through there, because Zink did absolutely nothing.
Good stuff. Okay.
We go from an explosion at the Febreze factory to Mortal Kombat.
Not wrong.
So everybody on the top floor, let me pop over to the stat bracket. So everybody on the top floor, I'm real quick gonna need you to roll me initiative, but don't tell me your number. I will point to you and then you will tell me. Beep, beep, boop. Let's see, Dante and his dudes. Dante and the dudes. That sounds like some kind of alt folk band. Well, shit. Okay, good. Fine, sir. At least you rolled it on that and not like something else. Dante's going first. He rolled a nat 20 on his initiative, so he's going first. I can't hear you. Seriously?
Granted, I have a +1. He's still not going for me, but I have a +1.
All right, so let's see. It's Dante because he's got higher than 21. Did anybody get higher than a 21? Okay, so Devotion is next with 21. Okay, did anybody get from 18 to 20? Okay, Drax, what did you get?
Oh, 18 to 20?
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Okay. Isla, what'd you get?
19.
Okay, Isla, 19. All right, did anybody get from 15 to 18? Okay, Drax, what'd you get?
17.
Okay, and sorry, Florma, what'd you get?
16.
Oh, and these other two, okay. So, Drax and Martin, and then Fucko number 1 and Fucko number 2. Yes, that's their names. Okay. All right. Priest 1 and Priest 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it on red. Seems fitting. And cool. All right, well, cool. Well, yeah, we've got basically all of the heroes just kind of clumped in the middle, which I guess is good, right? Yeah, it's great. It's good. It's wonderful. Do 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 do. Okay. Okay. Just do that real quick. Good stuff. So, sorry, Upper Temple. Alrighty, sorry, words. So you guys, sorry, you guys roll me your initiatives. So as I had mentioned, Dante is going first. You guys are kind of clustered together in this place. Most of the people have cleared out, and this is generally kind of a wider space than anything else. Not many of you would be doing the dash and hide things like our roguey friends down below, but just kind of as an FYI. So yeah, so you've got kind of a bit of space to run around in. There is a spot to your collective left that's going to be a bit more dangerous because it's going to be difficult terrain because that's where all the fucking glass is. But you know, that's okay. So this guy, as mentioned, he's very angry. You have all made him very upset. And his face is just like, I care. Amazing. Anyway, so yeah. So as said, he is quite upset, quite angry. So he's going to honestly just be kind of mad about it. So yeah, sorry. So he's going to, what is he going to do? Okay, yeah. He's gonna sort of, oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Oh, I should adjust it for that.
Fucking Hannah. She's so displeased. I look on, I'm just like.
So it's his turn. Sorry, as mentioned, it is his turn. So Dante is going to sort of look at all of you, and he's got this like glowing bullshit happening in his face, in his veins, in his hands, kind of thing. And he's just going to sort of look around at all of you, and he's going to speak. And it still sounds like him, but it's also different to hear him when he has actual emotion that aren't just like calm conviction. And he's going to say, I will give you one final chance to leave. If you remain, I cannot promise that you will enjoy the consequences of that decision.
Is that a threat or a promise?
Well, you see, we ain't going anywhere.
We know.
We
can't let it continue.
We just want to help.
Help. By keeping me from protecting my temple, by keeping me from protecting what we have been sworn to protect for so long. That doesn't seem like helping. And if that is your idea of help, then I certainly don't want it.
Please
What
just
is it
hear
you
us
told
out.
me?
Sorry, what, Isla?
I was just gonna say, please just hear us out.
Okay, in the devotion, what did you say?
What is it that you told me? We talked before. That zeal is important, but enforcing one's zeal on others would be wrong. That is precisely what this thing does.
It's not its fault. It is merely trying to protect itself, and we are merely trying to protect it.
Then let us help you.
If you're trying to...
Sorry. It cannot go on like this. We have taken two out of the city and given them back who they were. The change is drastic. It cannot remain here, and it cannot remain uncontained.
If you claim that you are protecting this thing, and that it's protecting itself, then why are others getting in the way? If you are truly devout followers dedicated to light and health and helping people, then you are hypocrites for letting other people fall into its wake.
He goes brighter, and he says, this place is a place of peace, of health, of calm. It is utterly
forced calm.
You have not given these people a choice.
If the people you have removed do not wish to stay, then that is their choice. They can always leave. No one in this town is forced to live here. That they do is simply a mark of what they enjoy.
Until the wave of whatever bullshit washes over me, I've felt that. It's like a cage, a mental cage. You don't understand. This is hurting people more than helping them. Sure, they can leave whenever they want, but until that seed has taken root, then they want to stay, and it's not of their own free will.
No matter what kind of containment that is put under, it always breaks free. There is too much going on within it. So even if you contain it and move it somewhere else, this will happen again, maybe in a century, maybe in two, but it will. It is better that it remains in one concise location, that it is protected by one specific order. That way it only exists in that one place.
Did you know that you are the only temple of the Thunder left?
Yes.
Do you know that 200 years ago, when that thing came here, no one else could hear him? That's why you're the only one left. Because he could very well be in that thing. And take it from my own personal experience, if it sounds far-fetched to you, I have personal information that it is very possible to bind a god to one of these stones. I also am aware of a container, or at least a material that has the potential to be able to contain the energy. If you help us, we can keep it safe and let the people of Moonstone go. Let them choose. We don't need to fight over it.
Unfortunately, your coming has been foretold by the very thing you wish to destroy and contain. And therefore, you can't have it. And if you insist on trying to take it, I will intervene. We will intervene.
Devotion summons Fenrir's blade within long sword form, and the flames ignite around it. Then we will do what we must to protect Gem Kingdoms and you. I will hope you can forgive us.
Who's been messing up everything? It's been Dante all along. I'm sorry. I watched WandaVision. This is some Westview shit, and I do not like it. For context, for anyone watching, I've been spamming our group chat for them to just kill him, because I'm having PTSD from WandaVision watching this.
So yeah, he also, of course, preps himself and kind of just goes and does a big old thing. Top of the round, it's his turn. Honestly, yeah,
he's going for a kill, isn't he?
I mean, he's not happy with anything right now.
Can I quickly get up to 100,000 channel points, please?
It's over 9,000.
Make at least one of his rolls and not one. I'm begging you.
So, what he's gonna do is he's going to very quickly. Sorry, I had to keep this up because I haven't cast it on myself before. Sorry. He's going to very quickly do a quick little just hand movement and like do this, and the power in his hand like kind of flares up. And then there are
No, wait,
are
I'm keep doing this wrong.
2 of him.
Boop, 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 boom. Doctor
So-
Strange. Okay, sorry.
And then there are 2 of him. So he does that, makes it so that there are 2 of him, and he is kind of just he just kind of is standing back a little bit, kind of flanked by his 2 priests, and is basically just like, well, I suppose we should get on with it. And, sorry, he's gonna do that, and right after he does that and like preps himself to attack or something, oh, interesting. Okay, he's gonna do that, and then he's going to kind of contort the flare of his hand, and the temple itself kind of seems to not quake, nothing so like drastic as that, but it seems to almost shift in response to his command kind of thing. And let's see, I need a D4.
Question, DM, do any of us below ground feel a shift or something as that happens?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so devotion. You hear a weird, almost ripping sound behind you, and then look down and realize that your shadow has become golden in color and is reaching out to fucking grab you. So
What Peter Pan Neverland fucking bullshit is this?
flare action, baby. Does a 19 hit devotion?
No.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Well,
y'all need to unalive this asshole.
So there's that to deal with. Next up in the initiative order is devotion. Your shadow has tried to attack you, and Dante is still in front of you. What do you do? And Isla, you're on deck.
Okay. So so how many people are currently in front of me?
3. 3 enemies are in front of you. I figure your friends are out to the side of you.
How close are they together?
It's kind of like an arrowhead thing. So like there's Dante, and then like back 5 and then 10 are the other 2.
Or were they within 5 feet of each other?
Not quite.
Hmm.
They're within 10 feet of each other. Yeah,
10
because
feet of each
back.
other. Okay. And how far away were they from us currently?
About 20 feet. Like most of the length of the space of like the big open temple.
Okay. So they are 20 feet away from us. And okay. So I'm going to have devotion. Take out the staff. I'm going to cast fireball.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Look, this is the first time I've gotten to use it. We are just outside of the range of this thing. They are close enough together that I can get all of them, including Dante's double. And it might not bring down the entire temple on our heads, since we were in a larger room.
Alrighty.
If I was going to use it, now is the time. That is going to be a dex save of 17.
Alrighty.
God damn it, Kitsune.
Yeah.
What did Kitsune do?
He said there's no iron team, but there are 6 in. I don't care how big the room is. I cast fireball.
All right.
So the radius for fireball was bigger than that, but apparently it's just 20 feet.
Okay, so 2 of them make the save, 1 of them does not. So what is the damage?
The damage for the staff's thing is 12d6.
All right. Roll.
My God.
Oh.
Wow.
I saw that damage pop up.
Yep.
That is 47 fire damage.
All right.
Again, it's the non-plus, completely nonchalant attitude that has me worried.
I mean, I was worried about that when that level of sleep didn't even affect him. That means he has a lot of health to me. That's actions, bonus actions. Ooh.
Oh no, wait, you take half of that. I'm stupid. Sorry.
Take half of that. So rounding down, that'd be 46, which would be 23.
Yeah.
Indeedly. Now I need to look at this real quick because I can cast this. Now I'm going to do something sneaky for my bonus action. Once the flames have settled, I'm going to bonus action Misty Step behind them, which I'll be, so they're 20 feet ahead of me. I will be then 10 feet behind them.
Mm-hmm.
I shall flank. Well, not exactly flanking because it's not like mechanics flanking, but tactical flanking.
Okay.
Launch fireball, disappear, reappear behind them. That is what I would like to do on my turn.
Okay.
Oh fuck! I forgot I had that.
Okay. So yeah, when the fireball fades, I'm pretty sure his duplicate is also gone. So. Okay.
Cool. I imagine the duplicate doesn't have as much health as he does.
Oh yeah, well there's also like stuff that goes in with the mirror image too. So yeah. Okay. Excuse me. So next up is Isla.
Okay. I've been waiting to use this spell for so long.
Go on.
As a bonus action, Isla is going to transform herself into a guardian of nature as vines and leaves grow out of her hair and branches from her back, and some of her skin turns into bark. As she casts Guardian of Nature,
when you achieve Fey Cryptid status,
that gives me 10 temporary hit points. Boop. Okay, 10 temporary hit points. Okay. While I'm on the ground, anybody within 15 feet of me has difficult terrain. My enemies have difficult terrain if they are within 15 feet of me.
Okay. So as you move, that moves with you. Okay, cool.
So that's my bonus action. As for my action, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at 4th level at Dante.
Okay.
They need to make a wisdom saving throw of 16.
All right. You rolled a nat 20. Really sorry. I've even been changing die up so it can't be like that.
I was about to say, throw away that fucking dice.
So, does not take.
It's fine. Still does damage.
Yeah. What's the damage?
Okay, so it is D. Okay, so on a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away. So instead of 6d6, would have been amazing. 3d6.
Well, you still roll.
I still
roll 6, and then yeah.
Come on, you gotta come out of the tower. Thank you. So 23, put that in half. That's like what, 11 points?
Yeah.
So that's 11 points of damage. I think it's psychic damage. Yeah, psychic damage.
Gotcha.
And that is my turn.
Good stuff. So, sorry, I meant to tell you. Drax is up, and Flortma, you're on deck.
Time to whack a cunt. First of all, I would like to rage, please.
All right, you are raging.
And as I rage, my Storm Aura is up. And I'm going to go straight to Dante.
All right.
And I will attack. Oh, hold on. Okay. So I can't do that, but what I'll do... Okay. So I'm going to make both attacks reckless.
Okay.
So the first attack is 17 plus 12. That's 29.
Oh, yeah, that definitely is.
And the second, oh, please.
Is that a motherfucking crit? That's a motherfucking crit.
Ah!
That's a fucking crit.
That's a fucking Obi-Wan crit. Right.
That is fucking Obi-Wan crit Nobi.
Thank you, Paige. I love you.
I'm here every Friday.
So, the first attack. Oh, that damage is horrible. Is only 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And the second attack. Oh, damn. $27 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so 37 total?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, also, with each melee attack, he gets 1d6 of lightning damage because of my Storm Aura.
Alrighty.
And that's 10 points of lightning damage total.
That's 10, you said?
10. And I'm sorry, I keep forgetting rage damage, plus 4 to that. I'm
So
sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I need to.
It's been a
remember.
hot minute since we've done combat. You're good.
It
You're good.
has. It has been a hot minute. After that, I've done my movement. Yep, that's me done.
All right. So good stuff. Good stuff. He's definitely angry.
If he beat Angie all his once, I'm gonna introduce him to my god. My sword in his face.
So, Flortma, it is your turn, and then it's going to be the two priesty dudes. So, Flortma, what you want to do?
How far am I away from him?
About 20 feet.
How much
And
space?
now you have two of your friends are in melee range of him.
How much space is behind him?
Maybe another 10 feet to the door, for like the underground chamber.
Okay, well, first, as a bonus action, I would like to Misty Step behind him.
Okay.
Surrounded.
Cool. You can get on the other side of him.
And then I will swing at him with my longsword.
All right, good shit. Roll.
That's a 28 hit.
Ooh.
Damn. Well, you hit, so what's the damage for me?
Seven. And second attack.
Cool. Paladin, activate your
That's a
smites.
15 hit.
Does a what hit?
15?
No,
Damn it.
it do not.
Itch.
And I am done.
All right, cool. Okay, so sorry, that was 7. So 2. There we go. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So next up is these two other Angie boys. So yeah, sorry, these two guys are going to pull out their sorry, they're going to turn to two of you guys. So one of you is going to be sorry, they're each going to turn to one to Drax and one to Devotion because I had to pick a couple people. And they are going to each attack. First one hits neither of you because he rolled a 1 and a 4. Second one, let's see. Drax, is a 16 hit?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Well, neither of them actually get a hit off, so there's that. So yeah, they're kind of useless. However, they once their turns end, they kind of both take a small moment and exhale, and there's a little yellow trickle that goes from them into Dante.
Did they just fucking transfer life points over to him?
Who could say?
We're fighting 3 clerics, dude. This is why I fireballed them. I tried to kill them.
Drax is like, yep, this is big brain time.
Yep, no,
Y'all are fighting like 3 life clerics. They're gonna heal each other.
I've got that taken care of next round.
Oh, okay.
So, top of the round, it is Dante's turn. Devotion, you are on deck. And Dante is going to look around at all of you. And he is specifically, I think, going to focus on you Drax.
Oh fuck! All right.
So yeah, he's gonna look at you, focus on you, and I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. 19?
You're fine.
Oh, fuck me.
Luckily for you. Okay. So cool. Cool. So yeah, so in that case, what he's then going to do, oh, that's right. That's right. I'm done. Anyway, sorry. So since he's not able to do that, what he is instead going to do is, later. Oh, that's right. And he actually, okay. Made another notepad. Sorry. So what he does is he kind of just hovers, or not hovers because he's not actually flying or anything like that, but he just kind of waves back and forth like he's just kind of waiting. And at the end of okay, sorry, words. And he's going to glance behind him at Devotion's shadow, which is come with Devotion. It's yours. So he's going to end his turn. The shadow that's attached to Devotion is going to attack again. Okay. Damn, son. Okay. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Okay. So
I mean,
okay,
so okay, well, good, fine, get fucked.
Somebody call Homeland Security. The National Guard needs to get here sooner.
So you're gonna take 12 necrotic damage, and your strength score is reduced by
Hold the fuck up.
1.
Okay.
I
would like to use my reaction to Hellish Rebuke.
fucking burn him. Fucking burn him.
Yeah. Do I make a save or is it an attack roll on your end?
Yes, I'm going to be using it. Let's say at 2nd level.
Yeah,
so that is
you're raised, right?
Well, I currently have up to 3, but that's I want to save my 3rd levels. Dex of 17.
All right. It did not make that, so
3 to
roll
10
it, 2.
When you burn your own shadow.
17 damage.
All right, cool. It is singed and smoking, but it's hanging on barely. Okay. Cool. So, good shit. And then he takes a breath while that thing is doing it. And he takes a breath and just fucking he takes a breath and just fucking like dives through the floor. So you guys can try to make an opportunity attack before he disappears.
Yeah, I also
Yeah.
I also have Sentinel, so pretty sure everyone gets a smack.
If you smack him with Sentinel, that stops him for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna smack him. Sentinel.
You will stay.
Can I can make opportunity attacks like Great Weapon Master and Reckless, can't I?
See what?
That's a...
I'm going to make my opportunity attack Reckless and Great Weapon Master.
Does reckless still count for opportunity attacks, or is it only when you're multi-attack?
I don't. Hold on. I'm gonna get a rule
I
book.
think an opportunity attack generally is just like a simple.
It's usually just
one
a simple
hit
one. Let me look
melee
up.
thing.
Let me look up for barbarians real quick. Barbs.
I think it's just any melee attack.
Ho up. I'm gonna see what the Almighty Bible says.
No.
Reckless attacks. You throw away. When you make your first attack on your turn, it's on your turn, not a reaction.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me look up Great Weapon Master then. So reckless attack is out.
That also says on your turn.
Yeah. So unfortunately, no.
Yeah.
The Bible has spoken.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
So, just
to be
smack
fair,
him.
it keeps you from being OP.
Oops. That was not what I meant to do.
Bonk.
Sorry.
Don't worry, it's fine. I rolled.
I was like, oh, what's this button do? Oh.
Yeah, don't worry, it's fine. I rolled a 27 to hit.
He's not
ooh.
fucking going anywhere.
18.
Okay. So those two do hit. So what does Sentinel do?
Sentinel attack. Let's see. Sentinel. Let's actually read the thing. When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, that creature's speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn. Creatures provoke opportunity attacks from you even if they take the disengage action. When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, can use your reaction to make a melee attack against the attacking creature. So, this turn I would be hitting it with a melee attack with the sword, and I hit him. His speed becomes 0.
Okay.
And if he makes a melee attack against, say, we get closer within 5 feet. Everyone's kind of all grouped together. He makes a melee attack. I get to hit him anyway. I get to hit him when he hits my friend.
Okay. Cool. In that case, you guys roll your damage for smacking him.
Yes. I have not. Technically, I've not taken the action to ignite the blade, so it's just the sword. That'd be extra damage. 11.
16 for Drax.
Are we rolling to attack?
No. It's just an opportunity attack if you're within melee range of him.
Am I?
I would say no. You said you were back a bit.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say I didn't think that you'd gotten close. You cast your spells and stuff, but I didn't think that you'd move closer to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just Drax, Flortma, and Devotion near him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Flortma, by the way, if you did not roll, make sure you do. And I'm just pulling up my calculator because I don't feel like doing math.
Roll for what?
Do opportunity attack.
Am I within range? Because I'm behind the priest.
I thought you said you were behind Dante.
Yeah, I'm behind Dante.
Yeah, that's who's moving.
Oh, okay.
You're within 5 feet of him. So
He's trying to just like vision phase through the fucking floor.
And we went no.
No.
Holy shit, Flortma!
Dude.
So I hit.
Oh my god.
what'd you roll?
28.
28.
Damn. All right,
Rolled
what's
a
your damage?
natural 19.
Yeah.
Fucking hit him.
I got a 27, so I'm like, oh no, I think I hit him.
I do 7 damage from that, but I will activate Divine Smite at 2nd level, which gives me 3 die 8.
Okay, so
We're using old school D&D terms for this. It's getting real.
Get it. We'll get it.
An additional 14.
okay.
All right.
All right.
I will with my I also have a thing, special thing. When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, I can move half my movement speed immediately after as part of the same reaction without provoking opportunity attack. So I'm just gonna I'll use that to get all up in their grill.
Okay, I mean, are you just moving to a slightly different side of him because you're already
Yeah,
right
I'm.
beside him?
That way, I'm kind of moving over to like here. If me and Fortma are like around here, I'm moving like.
Oh wait, I have improved divine smite, so I actually get another die 8.
Nice. All right, roll it.
Oh no.
One more
One.
damage.
one more
One point.
damage.
One more.
Just one more damage.
All right,
please.
cool. Okay. So in that case, devotion, it is your turn. What you gonna do? And
Okay.
Isla, you're on deck.
All right. Because of the thing I did, was Dante able to zoop through the floor?
No, he was not.
Okay. Cool. So, okay, I can always, this is the bonus action I can do. Cool. All right, I will use my bonus action to actually ignite the sword, since I have to take a bonus action to do that instead of just saying it's on fire now. So I will, Devotion kind of holds blade out, and he will say the command word, which is brand. And he will smackate Dante.
All right, roll for
me. 16?
16?
Yes.
Okay, that hits. So.
Ooh, okay, cool. Awesome. So first we do the 1d8 slashing. That's nice. That's 12. Well, I'm gonna keep my calculator out because I'm bad at remembering numbers. Calculator. Get 12. Okay, now I rolled 2d6 for fire damage from the sword. Six plus the 6. And okay, that's 18 for the first attack.
Mm-hmm.
I have a second attack. I will do the same thing again.
Mm-hmm.
That's 24 to hit.
That hits, so roll damage.
Uh, 11 plus 10, 21 plus 18. That is 39 damage, slashing and fire together.
All right. All right. Cool.
Okay. Is there anything else I can do this time? That's that. No, I used my special action. That was second attack. That's why. Use my bonus action to ignite the flame. So no, can't. Okay. That is my turn.
Awesome. So at the end of your turn, by the way, I'm going to take one of his legendary actions because I forgot that he had these. And he's going to shoot you a very, very angry glare and sink through the floor anyway. Y'all don't get to do shit. So he sinks through and moves somewhere. You're not super sure yet. Glancing around a little bit, it looks like he comes back up. And it looks like he is actually, because it's just within his range, he's now at the door to the other chamber that you're trying to keep him out of. So, just FYI. Yeah. Isla, it's your turn. Drax, you are on deck.
Okay.
He's now, I think, about 25 feet from you.
Yeah, okay. That screws up my ideas.
Villains do that.
Damn.
Especially when they don't think they're villains.
How far is he from me?
About 25 feet.
25 feet. Okay. Then Yeah, I'm okay. If I go to him
Mhm.
just outside 10 feet, is anyone else in that area?
Let's see. There's one other priest that's close-ish to him.
Perfect.
But you don't necessarily have to pass him. You don't have to pass through his space, so I don't think you're gonna invoke an opportunity attack.
Okay. Spike growth in that area. So you cause a tremor in the ground within range. Each creature other than you in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. If the ground in that area is loose, that doesn't matter. Yeah.
All right. You said it's a what save? Sorry.
Dex 16.
Okay. Priest guy does not make it. Falls prone. He does though. Does he take any damage on a successful save? Like half.
It doesn't say if he succeeds.
Okay.
So the guy who is prone though does get 1d6 of bludgeoning damage.
Cool. And he is prone, so any of the melee guys who want to can also.
It is 4 damage.
Okay. Cool. It's priest number 2, by the way.
It is difficult terrain, I think.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, what is the ground like?
It's stones.
Okay.
Like stone.
Yes. Then it becomes difficult terrain.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, guy who is prone, basically he can just stand up on his turn if he so chooses, but that's all he could do movement wise. Dante is not as hindered, but I'm gonna say it'll still take him. He still won't be able to go like his full movement on his turn. Okay. So, Drax, you are up.
Wait. But bonus action, I'm going to Bardic Inspiration Drax.
Nice. It's a D8 or a D6?
1d6.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay. And Flirtway, you're on deck.
Question.
She's basically just going to turn around to Drax and go, "Get him, baby."
Cute.
Oh yeah. All right, that's what I needed. So, question for the DM. Taking a potion and drinking it, would you consider that an action or a bonus action?
Usually drinking a potion in the middle of combat is an action, unless it says that it's a bonus action.
It won't usually say. If it's a action, that's fine with me, actually.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink my potion of Stone Giant Strength.
Okay.
In which my strength now becomes 23 for an hour.
Lord help us all. Alrighty.
If I'm... which is now a +6. So that's my action. I'm now going to move. How far away is Dante?
Dante is now about he's about 15 feet from where he was. You're passing by priest number 2, but he's prone, so that's not going to invoke an attack of opportunity. Does Isla, does your difficult terrain count for any creature or for only enemies?
Let me check.
Because if it's creature, then it does technically count for Drax.
It just says when a creature moves into the area. It's only, what is it? 20-foot radius.
Okay. So potentially you could take a slightly roundabout way and get over there and you'd still use all your movement, but you wouldn't like have to do it through
I
difficult
have 40 feet, 40 feet of move.
So yes, you could probably get over there with a little spare.
Barbarian. So yeah, I'm gonna get over there, and now I'm gonna action surge,
All right.
and I'm going to attack him twice.
Okay.
Both,
Go ahead and
both reckless, both grip weapon master.
all right. Go ahead and roll both attacks to see if they hit, and then roll damage.
Does a 25 hit for the first one?
What's your second attack? And then we'll roll damage for both, probably.
21.
Yeah, that also hits. So roll damage for both.
So, for the first, $34 for the first.
Ooh, get him! Ooh, get him!
Oh, damn.
For the second, $25 for the second. Wait. 25 for the second.
All right. Ooh.
And I'm
My
sorry that I didn't do this earlier, but for the Storm Aura effects, he needs to roll a dexterity saving throw. So hold up. A dexterity saving throw of 16. On a success, he takes half damage.
Okay, he's taking half.
So
My
he
God.
takes.
He's rolling really well. He has big saves.
Motherfucker.
He takes 4 lightning damage. That is over, and that's already halved.
Okay.
From both attacks.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
Jesus.
Alrighty. By the way, we're going to take a little break, and then I'm going to switch over to the other people at the end of this round, just FYI. Because I also really have to go now. So, is that all your turn, Drax?
Yeah.
All right, Flortma.
Okay, as a bonus action, I will cast Spirit Shroud.
All right, what does that do?
That calls forth spirits of the dead which flit around you for the spell's duration. Until the spell ends, any attack I make deals 1d8 extra damage when you hit a creature within 10 feet. The damage is radiant, necrotic, or cold. In addition to that, any creature that takes this damage can't regain hit points.
Oh. Very nice, very nice.
So then I will attack. Does a 20 hit?
It does.
So that is, whoops, sorry, wrong one. 6 damage, but activate my Divine Smite at 2nd level, which is 3, 4d8. Was 14, and the Spirit Shroud will do 7 of radiant damage.
Just 7?
Just 7, 1d8.
Okay, sorry. What's the total amount of damage that you're doing?
I am doing a total of 27.
21 of that is radiant.
Okay.
And that's just the first attack.
Alrighty.
Second Does a 19 hit?
It does.
Fuck him up. Fuck him up.
So 12 plus 12 plus 6, 18 additional. 6 of that is radiant.
Okay, so another. Alrighty. Alrighty. Interesting.
And I'm done.
Okay, good shit. So it's priest's turn. Priesty priests over here. So they're both, of course, going to do their best to attack y'all. The one priest stands up, and that's pretty much all he can do from there. It's about all he's got. However, he does manage to words, what did I want? Sorry, I think he does manage to let's see. Devotion, you moved over there, right? Okay. Devotion's moved over there. Drax moved over there. Yeah, I think the one guy just is kind of waiting until he can move again, so he doesn't really get to do much with this turn. But the second guy is able to skirt around the edges of it, and I think is going to come up behind Lortma, because I think he's one of the closer ones. So Lortma does a 19 on the die plus. Okay, there's a 25 hit. Florma, does a 25 hit? Okay. You're okay.
Yes, it does.
Okay, cool. So do all right, so you're gonna take 8 plus, so you're gonna take 11 slashing. Sorry, that's for the first one, and then no, sorry, that's for the only attack with hit. So you're gonna take 11 slashing damage from his little short sword. So yeah. And they don't do the little like. Well, no, actually, I think both of them kind of put their heads down to try and do whatever they had done before, but the little, because of your spirit shroud, the little boogity boogity doesn't happen. And they both look up a little concerned. And I think what we're going to end on before the little break is Dante is going to sort of glance around at all of you. Just had to make things different. So that's where we're going to end for the break, so we can go to the bathroom. And when we come back, we'll be doing the lower temple.
Wondering what I got up to look at. I don't know what I heard. There was a strange sound out into the night. Sounded like some sort of odd howl. It was probably just a coyote. Which sound weird. I'm just going like, there motherfucking skinwalker in my goddamn neighborhood. This is not the time.
Do
not the
do not
place.
give them power by saying their names. Do not give them power.
That's fair.
Okay.
Right.
Whatever it is, it can stay the fuck away from my house.
I'm gonna make some curly fries because I'm fucking starving.
Not gonna lie, I thought Dante was like gonna phase down into the lower part of the temple, and suddenly he brings the fight to us. I would have been like, oh no.
Granted, he wasn't gonna have any more. He was gonna have any less fun down with y'all. It's like, oh look, oh hi Dante.
I mean, Sierra is literally an anti-tank rifle.
Yes, you have a tank, have a stabbing machine, and a nuke. We're the frontline soldiers. You guys are the fucking artillery and heavy armor. Or y'all are the tanks, the artillery.
So I have packages coming from. Oh, sorry, Hannah, you're muted.
I was muted. Go ahead.
I have packages coming from Kansas City, Indianapolis, near Milwaukee, and they're all for Target, but they're like all coming from places near you guys.
What?
I have packages coming from Target from like near multiple people in the group.
Oh wow.
Oh, I got the package from Kansas City already, actually. But I have sent another one because I was like, I need more card sleeves because I'm a card goblin now. I'm playing Magic again.
Mm.
Don't let your friends talk you into hobbies.
Not gonna lie, I'm really excited this combat round because I feel like Isla can actually do shit now.
Dude, you're like straight up like Princess Mononoke. You're just like, becoming the forest.
Like off mixed with the like swamp benders.
Yeah. I am Groot.
Basically, that's her right now. She's part tree.
I just Bridget right now. I fucking love you. Has seen Bridget's your Facebook picture updates that have been coming through. Turned out awesome.
I don't feel like it did. I feel like I look really stupid in it, but
Listen, you fabulous bitch.
it's a little harsh.
And that goes for Sierra. Y'all need to stop stepping on yourselves. I know you're into it, but like, love yourself, or I'm gonna love you for you, and you're not gonna like it. Because I got a lot of love to give. I got a lot of love to give.
Yeah, people were all like, "We're really glad you did this Two-Face versus the other one," and I'm like, "This one's iconic. I gotta do this one. Plus, the makeup for the other one's way too damn hard."
Yeah, you gotta get that like Elmer's glue. And
There was latex on my face. My face burned that night.
Ooh. Well, that's one way to get into character, I guess.
Yeah, I have sensitive skin, so.
Yeah.
Yay.
0 out of 10, though. Would not recommend.
No, it was not fun. And like, I actually had it different shades, like, because I had the purple, I had the pink, I had the red, I had it all the different colors it was supposed to be, and I had different depths and everything because I like put latex and I like had cotton balls everywhere. You can't even see it. I'm kind of peeved about it.
It's okay.
It just means I need to go more extreme with colors next time. I'm not fond of it.
I'm trying out a new art technique, so I'm going to be sending some people artwork. Just a heads up.
Ooh, I'm excited for that. I can't draw for shit.
Oh, it's stencil work. I'm not doing any of the creative part. I'm just doing the physical.
I can't draw at all. So.
Yeah, I can draw stick figures pretty well.
I just ordered a paint by numbers.
I can't stand the lines.
A fancy paint by numbers and an embroidery for beginners kit.
Ooh. Do you guys remember those felt things? They were like felt and they were kind of like there was like cheetahs and dolphins and unicorns.
Yeah, my cousin had the Lisa Frank ones, I think.
Yes, I miss those.
I miss Lisa Frank. She's so rainbowy.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I was going to say, oh, there's erotic paint by numbers or color by numbers. Just so you know, there's also the color by number, like swear word coloring books.
Oh, I've got one of those.
Icarus has like the diamond by number thing. You can ask him how he likes that one.
The problem with the books is you use pencils, and I'm colorblind. So it's tough. I tried reaching for a red pencil once and picked 3 different shades of brown before I got to red.
Mm. Yeah, I like crayons because they have names on them. So you can be like macaroni and cheese. I know what color that is. Toxic.
My music has been all in this game. My very ADD. I'm sorry. I keep changing. But like my music has been very bizarre because at first I started with Darren's playlist and then I jumped to Lorena McKenna and then I jumped to Leafy's playlist and now I'm listening. Let's hear it from the for the boy from Foot. I don't know what's happened to my life.
I'm this close to buying concert tickets for October. New Order with Pet Shop Boys.
New Order.
New Order and Pet Shop Boys.
Pet Shop Boys. That's pretty exciting.
But Thailand might be opening in October, so we might be going on vacation.
Take me with you.
You can come. It's so much fun.
I want to see an elephant.
In Bangkok, that might be a little difficult, but we may go to Phuket again.
Okay. Keep me posted. Might actually, maybe I can bring Shane. Do you remember Shane? I think I introduced you to Shane.
I don't remember.
He's my flight attendant buddy who loves to travel and is super gay and is super fun. Like he plans like everything in advance.
Oh, yeah, we don't plan in advance.
Yeah,
we
if he wants to do something, he'll go out and do it, and he'll come back. He'll be like, "All right, see you later, bye."
The only thing you would have to deal with a couple of hours of Day and I getting Botox.
Maybe look at a tattoo while you guys do that.
No, because then there's the tattoo is separate.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll get Botox.
It's so cheap there.
I'm always terrified of like going to other countries to get medical procedures done because like most of the time it's fine, but sometimes you hear horror stories. Oh wait,
Thailand, they get a lot of practice with cosmetic stuff
mm-hmm.
because so many transgender women there.
That makes sense.
So
I mean, I've never been to. I've actually never left the country. I was actually just looking at passports now, and it's like 200 to get an expedited one.
Yeah, you don't get an expedited one.
Well, right now they have a few week delays, and so it's either 10 to 24 weeks, or expedited is 4 to 6.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
but I would like to travel.
It's worth it. If my boss will give me 3 weeks off, it's going to be Thailand and Vietnam.
Ooh, I've never been to Vietnam, but I love their food.
Jay has recently been watching House Hunters International.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to look for condos in Saigon too, or Da Nang.
Are they like affordable right now?
We found a perfect one in Chiang Mai. It's really pricey though. It's 190,000. 2 bedrooms.
Ooh, girl.
The ones that I've been looking at have been below 100,000.
I mean, if you think about like San Francisco though, like that's a steal. Like nothing here is less than like 800,000 for something like more than a shoebox.
Oh God, yeah. My neighbor's house sold for 1.4, and it's smaller than where I live now.
That's insane.
I'm gonna be to restart the router.
Okay. I think we're just waiting on Mitch, and I think Bridget is there, but not in a rush.
we find this goddamn stone before Dante gets downstairs.
We'll see.
I'm debating if Sierra will ignore all advice from her dad and just grab the stone to chuck it in the box.
We'll see.
Smack the boy.
Can I help you, son? No, but his motor's going. Who's your good little dingies? Who's your good little baby?
That's the condo we saw where we like in Chiang Mai.
Did you send it to the group?
Yes.
I'm looking at it. Ooh.
Wow. That actually looks really nice.
Love the
stairs-
bathroom.
Reminds me of Battlestar Galactica a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, that tall angel thing is really creepy.
Don't blink. Don't even
Wait,
blink. Blink and you're dead.
is that a portrait of Mitch on the wall?
Stay fast, leave. Don't turn your back. Don't look away and don't blink. Good luck.
You only like blink one eye, and then like the other one.
Yeah, you could do that.
It's really like, it's like tempting me to blink though.
Although, like, it's so weird, but for me, for me personally, I can't do the blinking one eye at a time because it just makes me want to blink more.
I'm trying.
Okay, dokie. So yeah. Oh, that was many pops. Oh, that felt good. Okay. So I know Mitch is finishing up cooking a thing. Sutha's is not back yet, and Sarah's not back because routers. So
Yeah.
once Sutha and Darren are back, then we'll proceed on with later.
Darren and Drax?
What?
No, because Darren's not here either. Because
You said Sutha and Darren.
yeah, when Sutha and Darren are back, we can go on with the temple thing. Because
Yeah,
Drax is
'cause we're-
on a wall because he was cooking something.
But Bridget's right there.
We're
Yes,
still
and now we
missing
need Darren.
Darren.
Right. But okay. Never mind. Did you
Yet-
get saying Sutha? And I was like,
Yet
Sutha's
this,
right?
this is big brain time.
He was confused because as you said we're waiting on Sutha, she walked into frame.
Oh, okay.
That's why he was confused. I'm like, until I do, I'm like, it's fine. We're fine.
Mutual confusion is always a lovely,
Yeah.
lovely thing.
Always at like 50% confused. At the very least. Minimum confusion level.
Yeah.
I'm trying to draw Darren as a stick figure.
Angie, stop. Also, Paige, the baby Yoda Squishmallow is so cute.
Yeah, the cashier at Walgreens and I the cashier at Walgreens started talking to me about Squishmallows when she saw that I had one, and she has like 24.
Oh, damn.
And she let me know that the Five Below here in town recently restocked all their Squishmallows, so I know where I'm going tomorrow.
I just look at his little ears. Ah.
He's so cuddly, because I can't cuddle the other Baby Yoda because it's hard plastic. So I have this one.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda. Hey! That's adorable! Sarah, look, it's Darren.
Stick figure Darren.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So, in the pit of despair. I'm joking.
Where were we? Ah, yes. The pit of despair.
So, okay. So anyway, sorry. You guys are in the lower level. Sierra just picked the lock so that y'all can proceed further. You notice that as soon as you cross the threshold to get into the little like switchback staircase that goes down to another door, that once you cross that threshold, the smell just vanished. Like it's not even lingering on your clothes or anything. And I'm sure that the air here, even though it's just like, you know, stairway air, it smells heavenly because it doesn't have a smell. Son, I love you, but no. Okay. Sorry, he was trying to like claw me at the same time, and I was trying not to do anything. He's fine. He's just like, Father, how dare you? Son, you can't.
PETA, do not come after us.
He's completely fine.
Don't let that vegan teacher see this.
He's fine. He's just looking betrayed because I didn't let him hit on my dice.
All right.
Anyway, sorry.
I want to check the door at the bottom of the stairs to see if it's locked or trapped.
Okay. It looks like this one is not locked. And roll me perception to see if there are traps.
This will go well. This went very well. No, I'm only making a perception roll for traps.
My brain froze.
Brain roll.
25.
All right, cool. Yeah, as far as you can tell, there are no traps here. Nothing that's going to shink you in the face or otherwise. And the door is not locked when you test the knob. So you can proceed.
Open the door up. What lies before us?
More corridors.
Poop.
They're just there.
I'm really not liking this.
Are they lit? Are they dark? Are they?
They look pretty much exactly like the upper floor did. It's that same kind of just like all over lighting that you can't pinpoint exactly where it came from. It's plain stone. There's nothing growing on it. Fairly clean. No weird smell.
I'm gonna take like a step after Sierra checks her traps, and just go goobity goobity goo.
You can hear yourself.
Yay!
As you step over the threshold, like one by one by one, everybody make me a perception check.
22.
All right.
Also 22.
Okay.
18.
All right, and Sutha?
30.
Damn! Damn!
I got a 19 and my perception's 11. So
Fucking Christ. Hell yeah. So, one by one you notice, but I think Sutha notices first out of any of you. I think it's Sutha, then Sierra and Darren, and then Zank last. You notice that and it's very subtle because of course it would be. You notice that you can no longer feel your armor, like again, moving against your skin, which is, you know, it's more like all of a sudden there's like a lack of sensation. And you look over and it's still there. Like it has still remained in place. But if you like pat your shoulder or something, you can hear the sound that it makes. You cannot feel the impact of it. If you slap your face, you cannot feel the slap. You can hear it, you cannot feel it.
I poke Darren on his cheek.
He can't feel it and you can't feel it.
I really don't like this place.
I think that means we're on a good track.
I feel like if we had a character like Olaf from fucking Frozen, I don't have a skull or bones.
Oh, look at that.
Or if anyone has seen if anyone has seen Soul, it's that one scene. We can't taste, we can't smell, we can't feel either. And then 22 just slaps the shit out of him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Sierra is freaked out now.
I am going to keep a very close eye out to make sure there's nothing that we're gonna like accidentally stab ourselves with.
Fair enough. Do you want to roll me another perception check for looking about?
Sure.
Can I do so as well?
Did you get an nat 20?
No.
No.
Get close. 29.
19.
All right, cool. So Darren, I think it's kind of like before, you see a thing, and then I think Sierra sees it just a little bit after you. But you can see that there is that as you like kind of step into this place and get up to the next area, which seems to have again another three-way option for thing. You can go straight, left, or right. And you can see that as you're kind of looking at it, something above you catches your eye, and you glance up, and it's kind of like these just really weird little tendrils are just kind of descending and hanging from the ceiling. And then like right after you're like, what the fuck is that? I think Sierra, you also glance up and catch sight of it, and it looks gross as shit. They like it literally looks like it's going to like ooze and like just feel well. If you could feel, it would feel real fucking gross against you, like thick and oily and slimy and gross. And they are in all of the tunnels, like hanging down. What you do?
I would like to take out one of the eye stalks that I collected.
Okay.
And poke at one of the tendrils with it to make sure it's not like acidic or something dumb like that.
That's fair. So yeah, you poke at one of the tendrils, and it looks like some stuff kind of just gets on it, as far as you can tell, but it doesn't seem to do anything. So yeah, and that was just like a random one like above you.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
I put it back in my bag.
So yeah, it looks like it's just kind of gross. As you're, do you further like touch it or interact with it, or is it just like, well, it's not going to dissolve me?
Basically, I just want to make sure I'm not gonna like start to melt and not realize.
Okay. But yeah, so and as you poked it and then like kind of come back down, you notice that when you glance back up at it, they're a little bit closer, kind of like they're actively just becoming longer and getting closer to you guys. The ceiling is the same distance. These things are just like easing down.
This is one long hallway?
Nope, it is 3 options.
Oh. Well, that makes things a little different. I close my eyes.
Well, that doesn't. Your eyes are closed.
Yeah, no, nothing.
That's fair.
I'm trying to actively listen for something.
Okay. Roll me another perception check real quick.
Not good. 14.
Okay. I think it takes you maybe like the better part of about 30 seconds. But eventually you start hearing this skittering sound getting closer.
From
like a
which
lot of
direction?
things skittering. And it seems to be coming from all 3 directions.
I think we're about to have company.
What you do?
Can I hear the skittering?
Yes. After Sierra brings that up, you're all able then to hear the gross sounds.
Ooh, I don't like
He's gonna just like flip his daggers in his hand and go, "This should be fun."
You and I have very different ideas on fun, darling. And I pull my bow out ready.
Alrighty. Cool. So as you guys are prepping, waiting to see what kind of happens, you're glancing around a lot, and you eventually kind of see these. It's almost like there's a moving shadow on the floor. At least that's what you think, because it's just like this pool of darkness coming closer. Which, like, what the fuck else could it be? Then you realize that the darkness is mildly moving, twisting, writhing, pulsating a little bit, all that good stuff. And you realize that it is countless numbers of small black beetles. Just skitter, creepy, gross.
It's like the mummy.
A little bit, yes. Coming closer.
I think we took the wrong corridors.
So of course, you have options. You can just barge on through. You can, like, I don't know, do the equivalent of like burn them with like sacred flame or something. You can just sort of get a shoe and smack them, or you can run down like a picked tunnel. What are you thinking?
I don't have sacred flame prepared.
Oh, well.
Sutha just starts walking.
Fair enough. Which way?
Is there a door?
No, it's still just tunnel, or it's still just corridors at
We
this
have
point.
3 directions we can go. Left, right, or forward.
Mm-hmm.
And there are beetles coming from all of them.
Are there any light sources coming from any of those?
The light in here is just sort of, it just is here. Like, it doesn't come from any one direction. It just kind of exists.
All right, Sutha just starts walking straight.
Okay.
Zink is gonna hop on your. Well,
You can do it. Sutha's okay with it.
how close are the tendrils, though?
You're definitely, if Darren could get to one of them with the socks, you will definitely be in them. Like, Sutha, if she so chooses, would probably have to like duck her head down a little bit, or that stuff's just gonna like get all over the top of her head.
Not like we'll feel it.
I hate it.
Sutha's just walking forward. She can't feel anything anyway, so.
Zink is gonna cast Fly on.
Don't you fucking do it. I'm 6'7".
Zink is gonna cast Fly on himself, Sierra, and Sarah.
And Darren? Oh, right, because
because when I restarted, it restarted everything, and I didn't realize.
Yeah, I'm just poking fun at you. So yeah, the 3 of us. So I'll cast it at 5th level, which means I'm casting a spell.
Alrighty, high, lower, mid.
High.
Oh, you're safe.
Okay. And I'm going to cast with distance, so I don't have to touch you guys when I cast it.
Okay, gotcha. So.
Not that you would know. Zink is going to cough and be like, Sarah and Darren? And he's going to just like pick his feet up and like, now he's floating. You don't have to touch the ground if you don't want to.
I don't get the feeling that we'll have to, though.
I'm gonna switch my stagger out for a short sword, and I'm going after Sutha, but with like a clearing out some level of path.
of the tendril grossy things.
I was going for the bugs, but
Okay.
or I'm gonna cut off the tendrils instead. That actually makes more sense.
That's fine.
I was just like Minesweeper, gonna Attack the ground.
So as you're doing that, Sutha, since you're the only one with like some left on the ground, the fly spell actually works. As you do lift up in the air, the tendril things do kind of, it's like they're kind of responding to that, and they drip down further to try and get on you. So yeah, if you'd like to try and avoid it, you can roll me a dex save. It's going to be a tight squeeze to try and like consistently duck and roll through that for as long as you're walking or flying.
Think it's like Superman flying. I will make the dex save, you said?
Yeah.
Sure it isn't charisma?
Nope, it is dex.
Hold on one second, I can check something. Oh, but I was safe. I didn't have any reactions or anything.
No, yeah, you were fine.
Yeah, it was a 6.
Okay. You do not succeed. Sierra and Darren, do you guys want to try and avoid getting the weird tendril move?
I'm keeping my feet firmly on the ground. I will wade through beetles if I have to.
Okay, totally fair. And Darren, I know you are flying, so you're going to have to do both. If you're
Superman, flat that shit, fly through.
I appreciate it, Zink, but Sierra's just like, I have the feeling I have to stay on the ground, so I'm gonna stay on the ground.
It's okay. I just gave you the option. What the heck?
Yeah, after seeing that the tendrils are going after you guys, I'm like, yeah, I'm staying on the ground.
So, yeah, Zink, you get a nice slick coating of whatever the fuck this shit is. And once it comes into contact with you specifically, and Darren, if you're trying to avoid them, you're going to need to roll a dex save for me. If you don't care, then you just are going to get coated too.
No, I'm going to roll a dex save. 16.
Okay. That's not quite enough.
Yeah, I rolled really low.
So yeah, so the both of you just get a nice just coating of whatever the hell this shit is. It doesn't, you assume it doesn't burn. If you glance down at your arms, you can confirm that they are not burnt. Nothing is dissolving. You're fine. So at least there's that. But once it comes into contact with living people, the skittering sound intensifies and becomes almost overwhelming, and a huge chunk of the bugs actually kind of take flight, pop into the air, and beeline for y'all, and make contact and get stuck in this sticky goop. And it'd be grosser if you could feel it, but also like,
Are they like, they're just like in the sticky stuff?
Yeah, they're just kind of in the sticky stuff, and like it feels like they're kind of weighing you down.
We're walking fly traps.
That makes exact sense.
I put my feet on the fucking ground.
The ones that are stuck in the goop don't really do much else there. They're kind of there. But any of the ones that were flying towards you then redirect towards Zink if he's still in the air.
Yeah, Zink, seeing that, will stop flying, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Darren, are you picking them off for realsies?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
Just throwing them on the ground.
Can I use prestidigitation to sort of like slough off parts of the goop? Doesn't work?
No.
Listen, you contemplating dungeon mistress.
Investigation?
Dungeon dude. Yeah, investigation.
15.
Okay. Since you are actively trying to move these things, you realize that your hand is just kind of going through some of them, and they're not actually there. The goop is there. The bugs aren't. At least some of them. Some of them you can tell are, but about half are actually completely illusionary.
You know when you like trying to like just scrape shit?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just walking and trying to scrape it off as he's going.
Fair enough. Do you share this fact with anybody?
I'm trying to think if he would mention it. Yeah, he probably would just be like, and that one's not real, and that one's not real. As he's going through and swiping his hand.
Okay. So everybody else is definitely, because you guys are walking pretty close formation, you guys are able to pick up on what he's saying, and apparently some of them aren't real. What do you do?
I just keep judging.
I would like to use Sword Burst.
Sword Burst?
It's a cantrip, so it probably won't work. But
what the fuck is Sword Burst?
Sword Burst, it creates a momentary circle of spectral blades that sweep around me. All other creatures within 5 feet must make a dex save or take 1d6 force damage. But I'm a 13th level, so it'll be 3d6 force damage.
Okay. Are you stepping away from your party?
Yes. I'm not new here.
Just like, okay. I mean, if you do that, definitely all of the real bugs, of which, like I said, about half of them, just completely get swooshed away. The illusionary ones, of course, remain, but now that you've heard what Darren has said about like some of them aren't real, you can see like, oh, okay, some of these are just straight up fake. So now like you at least have cleared out a circle of stuff for them.
Okay.
So you guys have been just walking forward through all of this for a little bit. Sierra, do you have anything that you want to do after hearing what Darren said about them, about some of them being fake?
I just keep walking.
Okay.
Is Darren marking the walls?
Yeah, he usually would.
Okay. Okay, then we'll just continue on. I hate this.
Okay, cool. So eventually you guys come to a fork. It looks like you can keep going straight, or you can go to the left. So what do you do?
I'm gonna try one more time to roll survival and see if there's any sort of tracks.
Okay.
Nope. That's horrible. 14.
Yeah, no, not any. Yeah, you're not able to get a clear enough picture through all of the just stuff, like both the illusions and like the actual bugs and stuff. Like you're just not able to get a clear enough picture of foot traffic down there. Okay. So do you guys just want to pick a direction, or what you thinking?
Darren actually, as we're walking, is gonna like every now and then swipe where he still has that goop along the ground and see if real bugs are coming up.
Anytime you scoop and it kind of comes into contact with you specifically, it seems like most everything gets kind of drawn to it. From there, it kind of like takes like you putting your hand on it and seeing like physically seeing what passes through to determine if they're real or fake. You are noticing well, roll me a perception check, or anybody else who wants to kind of get an idea of additional stuff.
22.
18.
Okay, cool.
18 also.
Okay.
25.
18.
Okay. So now that that Darren's pointed out that they're not real, and Sierra, I think also on the heels of like you just noticing just like there are lots of things here while trying to see if you could find traps. When you take a second and kind of sit back and look at the broader picture of it, you realize that as you guys have been going down, now that you kind of have an idea of what to look for in terms of like a fake versus real, there's a lot more real bugs down this path than there were at the beginning of it. Your estimate, or from when you first realized that there was a difference.
Are you sure we're going the right way?
I don't know. I don't know if we're going the right way anymore. I don't know.
I have a theory with these bugs.
Sierra saved from having a panic attack.
I have a theory with these bugs. If one of these paths had only illusory insects, that probably was the right way to go.
Wouldn't it be the
Sierra
ones that
just
are real?
turns around and heads back to try a different path.
Wouldn't it be the ones that are real?
Well, we don't know if two paths had real bugs and one path had fake, or the other way around.
I can try something.
Sierra's still walking away while you're discussing this. She's gonna go try the path on the right.
He'll follow. And just yell back, "What? Try whatever you were trying, Zink."
Okay, we'll stay here. You doing okay, Sutha? It's kind of nice that we can't feel
She's
that.
just like chilling against the wall. These bugs are like crawling up her arms and her legs, and she's just like, whatever, I can't feel this shit.
If you if I try and do a plant, just carry me for a bit if you don't mind. Don't let those bugs eat me.
I mean, you wouldn't feel it though.
I know, but I just don't want to
It'd
be
be
eaten.
a good way to go. Yeah,
Really?
I'll carry you if you turn into a ficus.
Okay, thank you. Just spell magic.
Hello, or mid.
Ooh. Mid.
You are safe. It also doesn't do anything.
I rolled 66, so that was a tough choice. So as far as the illusory bugs, they don't disappear?
No.
I don't understand why dispel magic does not work in this town. I freaking hate it. Zink is gonna return to flying, but like he's basically just, instead of standing, he's just gonna like Indian style or like cross legs, like float.
I mean, the stuff still tries, it has to go further if you're staying like closer to the ground to do it, and like the things are still going to try and be attracted to you. But I don't know if that matters too much. So are you following where Sierra and Darren went back to the beginning?
I think we were staying in place while they investigate.
Okay. So Sierra and Darren, you're heading back up toward the front, Sierra leading the charge kind of thing. So once you get back over to the three-way, if you want to make an investigation or, well, now that you know that they're fake, like the game would be perception to kind of determine the level of differences between them all.
21.
Okay, cool. What'd you say?
22.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so as you guys are kind of taking a look, it looks like this one in particular is the one that you just came from, like kind of started half and half. And you know that it got more real buggy as you went through. The one to the right is pretty much entirely bug. And it's gross. And the one to the left looks like it's almost entirely illusionary. So
Sierra just heads straight down the left one. She doesn't say anything.
I holler down the hallway.
Okay.
Sierra is done with this shit.
Alrighty. You two, especially because I figured Darren yells loud enough that y'all can hear. You hear him call back. Come up to the left.
The left one's completely fake bug, so we're trying that one.
So that would be the right path for us?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you come up and then turn right, it would be correct.
Come on, Sutha, let's get the heck out of here. Zinc is gonna like float, and does he start to feel like weighed down by the bugs, or like?
You're still attracting like a lot of the same amount, but I mean, you don't feel anything. But you're noticing that as if you continue like kind of swiping off, that it looks like your hand is passing through more of them than it's encountering any moving them.
Well, that's gonna be a good sign.
Alrighty. Head on correct. Okay, cool. So as you guys are heading down, this one goes down for a little bit, then eventually you come up to another left hand, or not left hand, sorry, an L-shaped turn where you can either go right or you can continue to go straight. If you want to make me a perception check to see where more bug is, do so.
21 again.
That was cocked.
Nice.
22.
Cool. So the path to the right actually has consistently more fake bug. And the one going straight has more real bug.
Turn right.
Cool. Okay, Darren, are you marking the path or like waiting for the other two to catch up, or do you shout like back which way?
No, I'm gonna mark the path. I'm not gonna leave her by herself.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm gonna try something.
Oh.
My sister, show us the path.
No.
We'd really hate ourselves if we got all the way through this and then that worked. So
that is entirely fair. So as you guys are, so Zinc and Sutha, as y'all are coming up, you can make out the, you can make out the marks that Darren has left since you've been seeing what he's been doing the whole way down here. For Sierra and Darren, you guys are still just a little bit ahead of the other two, and you've come up to one more three-way split. Again, you can go left, right, or straight. And roll me another perception check to see what the bug situation is like. Oof, I'm sorry.
21.
So we just have to like pick a direction, or?
Sierra and Darren went before y'all and marked on the wall the way that Darren has, so you can just follow his marks.
All right, yeah, we just follow.
Okay.
Yeah. Darren, did you want to also roll perception?
Yes.
Okay.
Please do, because I failed.
It happens. Dice are mean sometimes.
Reliable talent is my friend today.
Yeah.
22.
Alrighty. So yeah. So it looks like Sierra's having a little bit of trouble with this, probably just because of everything that's been going on up until this point. So Darren, I think you come up and help her kind of sort through a couple of the things, maybe even like drag your hand through to be like, okay, am I passing through bugs or am I hitting bugs and moving them? And you're able to suss out that the, funnily enough, the straight path is the correct one and doesn't have any more bugs at all.
I mark it.
Okay. And y'all keep on going through. And eventually, near the end of this, you guys can see another door that is at the end of it.
I go to check it.
Okay. It is locked.
I also check to see if it's trapped.
Okay, roll me Yeah, for maybe perception. There
That is dirty 20.
It doesn't look like there's anything additional on this door, so should be good to just unlock.
I attempt to unlock. Now you're starting to be nice to me. Rolled a 19 two times, so that is 32.
Yeah, no, you pop the fucking lock open, just like.
I think she has no strength, but I would say at this point she just grabs it and yanks as hard as she can.
Fuck you.
Like she puts the pick in there and then just.
Very nice. Yeah, no, you pop the sucker open, just like you do notice that there's just a little line of something in the thing that the bugs aren't crossing, whether it's just like an inherent magic something or what have you. It doesn't look like magic, but it's just a line that they're not crossing. Like it doesn't look like a spell that was cast specifically, like alarm or something. Either way, not a trap, not something that's like setting off any of your danger senses. It's just sort of, I guess, the equivalent of like an electric fence for the bugs. But once you cross the threshold, the stuff that was on you just kind of is gone.
I can holler down the hallway again. I think we found it. I think.
Please do not jinx us.
I'm trying not to.
Sierra just walks into the room.
Okay, it's one more switchback staircase, sort of like what you've come to be very familiar with so far. For Zinc and Sutha, you guys hear what Darren has said and follow some of the additional marks and things, and eventually see the open doorway and see Darren there and Sierra heading down the stairways. And you too can leave the gross area. And of course, once you cross the threshold, you can actually feel again.
Am I still covered in slime?
You are until you cross the threshold, and then it goes and just kind of vanishes.
I'm gonna try something real quick. Prestidigitation.
I mean, you can cast it now.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure, my magic wasn't being extra fuckery.
Okay, and I follow after Sierra.
What do you think is going to be next? Taste?
Sierra will shoot a glare at Zinc.
Hey, I don't like this any more than you do. I want to get out of this place. It creeps me out.
I'm seriously starting to debate if we went the wrong way in the beginning.
I don't think we did.
Yeah, I mean, no point going back now. May as well see how far this goes.
Well, I mean, think about it. What? The first one was no sound. Second was
And smells.
scent.
Yeah, but it was eyes. We weren't. If you closed your eyes, then we could see.
Right. So is it the lack of a scent or the presence of that scent? Because so far it's been a lack of sound, the immense presence of scent,
A lack of distinguishable scent.
I suppose.
And
And now a
yeah,
lack of,
see if like the bugs are real or not.
and now it was a lack of feeling. But we felt emotions. We just couldn't feel things.
And you can see if the bugs are real when we like went like this, and some of the bugs went with it, and some of them didn't.
So the last two senses are touch and sight. Taste and sight.
Unless this is one of those. You guys remember the play about like the 5 elements and like the heroine was the 5th element all along?
Sierra continues walking down the stairs at that point.
Harry, you're such a buzzkill. Come back. All right, where are we at?
Sarah, another door.
I think she's had enough buzzing for one day.
There is another door.
Same routine.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me.
Checking for traps. That was an 18 plus 7.
Oh, yeah. There, as far as you can tell, there is not a single trap on this door.
Is it locked?
This one is not locked.
She just shoves it open at this point.
Okay.
I'm right behind her.
It is completely dark.
Oh, look, we found sight.
It's probably gonna fail, but I attempt to cast light in the palm of my hand as I walk in.
It works in the stairway spot. As soon as you cross the threshold, nothing.
My brain immediately went Howl's Moving Castle. I'm sorry.
I haven't actually seen that one. I need.
Sutha is gonna want to roll perception, but she's gonna tell everybody to shush. Pride.
Okay.
Hold on. Zing's gonna pull out his 50-foot rope and start tying it around his waist, and then around Thutha, and then Diren, and then he's gonna hand it to Sierra because he knows that Sierra's not in the mood today.
She'll take the rope and tie it around her waist.
All right. Sutha is gonna roll perception.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know perception is like all of the senses. It's not just sight.
Yeah, but you can make rolls that are more specifically aimed at something. Than,
Okay. Sutha is going to listen.
Okay. Cool.
28.
All right. Jesus fucking shit. So I think, mostly because I'm starting to get tired and my back is starting to hurt, I think this is going to be our last shot for the evening, and we're going to continue on next time. Ouch. So, Sutha closes her eyes and listens very, very carefully, very hard, just trying to suss out anything that's in here. So you're listening, and you can kind of hear like a little bit of the beat of your own heart, and then you filter that out, and then you keep listening and you keep listening, and you hear whispers, just the very faintest whispers that seem to be both beckoning you and also very angry. But the thing that probably hits Sutha pretty deeply is that this specifically is a voice that she has not heard for most of her life at this point.
Look it up.
Because Sutha is able to hear that this sounds a lot like the voice of her father.
Fuck a duck.
Sorry. And I think like your eyes snap open and maybe you say something? No?
That's not real.
And I think that's going to be our last shot.
Oh man!
Grandmother Willow.
Excuse me,
Real,
sir.
man.
Excuse me. No.
I don't like this dungeon. I don't like it. This is not
I'm
a
okay
vibe.
with it.
This is
I
a
just
bad
wasn't-
vibe.
I just wasn't expecting that. We didn't talk about this, man.
Yeah.
Listen with your heart.
Bad vibes.
Because if this is if this is angry voices Sutha's hearing and it's coming from her dad, I'm scared of what Sierra is gonna hear.
That's fair. Yeah.
Welcome to trauma. Life and
101.
So,
0 out of 10 would not recommend.
I mean, yeah, no.
Yeah.
By the way,
That's just a whole lot of nope.
This level was entirely my doing. I was just like, oh yeah, this is a good final level. Before y'all get to the other bullshit. So yeah.
I'm still gonna be pissed if we took the wrong corridor at the fucking beginning, if we should have gone down the spectator one. I'm gonna be so mad.
I mean,
because what clerical Lathander in their god fucking mind would willingly go through 7 corridors of torture just to get to a goddamn stone every day?
Someone who is truly devoted.
Fuck your devotion.
Hey, leave that devotion alone.
Don't you start blaming me.
Fuck your devotion too. You're aligned with Loki. I don't trust you.
My name does not imply my affiliation.
But yeah.
Your hand does though.
That is also fair.
No.
I was named for this reason. That it's not the...
Just a warning to everyone topside. Sierra's gonna be very angry when she finally gets out.
Everyone's gonna be very
So
angry.
if you
Tooth is gonna need hugs.
cherish your life, be careful what you say to her.
Tooth is gonna need hugs.
I'm very sorry.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I am, but I'm not because I'm still gonna make you go through it. But you know,
Tooth is gonna need some hugs and therapy.
yeah, look, this whole party needs hugs, hugs and therapy, and 2 weeks off, which in game they're going to get after this. But yeah,
no one's gonna hear from Sierra in those 2 weeks. She's gonna go off grid. Sorry.
So that is the end of things for tonight. And we'll also, of course, pick up the battle tomorrow. I'm just making a note that to start top of round.
But tomorrow, do you mean we're playing tomorrow as well?
Sorry, not tomorrow. Good lord, fucking next Friday. Brain is many thing. But yeah. Woo! And I've got all of the hit points and stuff marked, and everything else. So yay.
It's like grabs the therapist glasses and notebook. I'll see everyone in the forest for the spiritual therapist character to ask how everyone's feeling.
You know what, Kitsune? Don't fucking tempt me. I'll have a therapy episode.
Yeah, most campaigns will have a beach episode. We'll have a therapy episode.
The therapy episode is the beach episode.
No, okay. Have you guys ever watched The Strain?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
It sounds familiar.
It's a realistic take on what would happen if vampires like were a real thing, and it was like a virus basically. So they did like this a teaser thing for like a new season, and it was all of the characters in a therapy session, and the bad guy was in it, and the good guy was in it, and like the protagonist, antagonist, like all of the characters were in it, and they just all like had it, and it was great.
That's fucking great, honestly.
Yeah, it was hilarious, and that honestly is what got me into watching it, because I'm like, this is fucking dope.
What was on?
I feel like someone needs to make like a villain versus hero type of Office thing where like people are interviewed.
God, yes.
I think they did a fantasy Office parody on SNL. Like, I think it was a Tolkien-esque.
That'd be funny. All right, well, I have to go to bed because I work in the morning. So
Me
I
too.
will see you guys later.
We're gonna end the stream here. Thank you everybody who stuck around to watch GKC. We'll be back with y'all next Friday. Sleep well. Have a great weekend. And is it Friday yet? Mwah. Talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, I'm actually leaving. Love you, see you.